Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. It's so good to see you. DigiTiff here hosting tonight's stream of Blueprints. Is tonight going to be the night that we get to room 46? I guess we'll find out. We got pretty close last week. We've solved a lot of mysteries. The thing about Blueprints, though, is solving one mystery seems to just lead to another mystery. Sometimes the solution to one puzzle is just another puzzle, and we're working through it, and it's going to be great. But hello, everybody. It is so good to see you. Thank you guys so much for being here on this lovely Monday evening, or I guess it's Tuesday morning for some of you guys, but regardless, good to see you. Who do we got here? We got Meerkat, who was first in here. Congrats to Meerkat. Round of applause. Meerkat gets the crown tonight. We got Brawny, we got TS, we got Ash, who comes in with some Sim's Pizzeria and shares some fresh out of the oven pizza. Oh, god damn. Thank you, Ash. Hello, MK. Hello, Euro. How's everybody doing this evening? I know I'm competing against some top-tier content tonight. Tonight is Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers. But let's be real. I would expect this stream to pull similar numbers as that game will tonight. So in terms of viewership, it'll be a close competition. Now it's been a good series so far. I mean, we talked about this last year. This exact duo actually was in the Stanley Cup Finals last year, and so we already talked about it. I feel the exact same way this year. I'm very conflicted. I'm conflicted because on one hand, I really, really want a Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup. For those of you guys who don't know, no Canadian team has won the Stanley Cup in over 30 years. Isn't that crazy? That is like an insane stat. There are 7 Canadian teams and not a single one of them have managed to pull it off. So on one hand, I really, really want a Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup. But on the other hand, I wish it was any team but Edmonton. I know I'm an implant here in Calgary. I'm not technically from Calgary, but I've lived in Calgary long enough now that I've 100% bought into the Calgary is better than Edmonton rivalry. For those of you guys outside of the country, there are 2 major cities in my province. One is Calgary, one is Edmonton. So as you can imagine, there's an intense rivalry. Everyone from Calgary hates Edmonton. Everybody from Edmonton hates Calgary. So I'm so conflicted because it's Edmonton. So anyway, I'm trying to put that aside this year. I am seriously trying to root for the Edmonton Oilers this year. So I watched the first 2 games. They were both fantastic. Both went to overtime. Series is currently tied 1 game apiece, and Game 3 tonight in Southern Florida. So if anyone is watching the game tonight and wants to keep me updated on the score, that would be fantastic. And I do have to agree with CS. McDavid deserves a cup. He is not only one of the greatest hockey players of our generation, he also genuinely seems like a really good guy, which we love. So McDavid does deserve a cup. The country of Canada deserves a cup, and I guess Edmonton deserves a cup. We'll see. But yeah, I am trying my very best to cheer for the Edmonton Oilers this year. Hey, Gunther, has anyone ever told you that you have a great radio voice? Really? Thank you very much. I mean, actually, that's not true. I was going to say I've never done radio before, but that would be a complete lie. Have I ever told you the story about how me and Rory met? It was actually over the radio, which is hilarious. Well, kind of. I think a lot of you guys know Rory. He's a fellow streamer and he hangs out in this chat quite often. I met Rory a long time ago when we were both babies. I was in second year university, and Rory's a year or 2 older than me. So we were both late teens, early 20s. At the same university, and we were actually both writing for the university paper. I was looking for some volunteer opportunities. I wanted to get involved in some things, so I started writing for the university newspaper. I actually wrote for the sports section, and Rory wrote for the entertainment section. So he was doing a lot of movie reviews and stuff. So we kind of knew each other through both being associated with the school paper. And I guess, we had talked a little bit here and there, enough that Rory knew that I was interested in video games. So one day Rory actually approached me because Rory not only wrote for the newspaper, he also hosted a campus radio show. And you'd have to ask Rory what the name of his show was, because I genuinely can't remember. But essentially it was a nerdy talk show. They had a 30-minute slot where they just talked about all things nerdy. And I was actually a special guest on Rory's radio show. And that was kind of the first time we like really hung out. We talked video games on the campus radio show. It was really fun. And then, you know, just through life, we sort of drifted apart over the years. And then me and Rory actually reconnected through Twitch, which is really amazing how that happens sometimes. So anyway, that's a completely irrelevant random story about how me and Rory met, as a long-winded explanation to say, yes, I have been on the radio before. I don't know if anyone liked me when I was on the radio, but I did have one guest spot on a college radio show in approximately 2013. So there you have it. There you have it, folks. What's everyone else up to tonight? I saw TS is watching some Counter-Strike. Cool. I hope your team is winning and doing all the pews. Florida does have an ice hockey team. Florida actually has 2 ice hockey teams. And for the past 4 years in a row, the past 5 years in a row, a Florida hockey team has been in the Stanley Cup Finals, which is incredible. Florida doesn't have ice, but it has good hockey teams, which is, yeah, crazy. But yeah, so it wasn't my radio show. It was Rory's radio show, but Rory was gracious enough to invite me onto his radio show. So next time Rory's in the chat, I need to ask him what the name of his show was, because I genuinely can't remember. But Rory was a radio host, so there you go. There's your fun fact for the day. Euro says, I wrote sports for my college paper too. No way. All the cool kids write sports for their college paper. Yeah, it was pretty fun. We just covered like the university sports teams. So I would get, you know, tickets to go see the basketball team or the volleyball team or whatever. And I would just watch the game and write a little review on it. I mean, who read the university paper? Probably nobody, but it was pretty cool. And it was a fun volunteer opportunity, you know? Florida has snowbirds, and that's where all the Canucks want to be. Well, it's crazy because so many, as Gunther called them, snowbirds, that's actually what they called themselves. So many seniors in Canada, retirees, actually spend the winter in Florida. Like, it's a whole thing. There's whole communities in Florida that are just retired Canadian citizens who spend 6 months of the year down there. So when you look at Tampa Bay games or you look at Florida Panthers games, whenever there's a Canadian team in town, it's all that team. Like, it's basically a home game for all 7 of the Canadian teams when they go to Florida, because there's that many Canadian snowbirds down there. So it's kind of funny, actually. Gator, skater, it only makes sense. It rhymes and everything. Meerkat's doing D&D prep for tomorrow. Nice. How's everything going in your campaign right now, Meerkat? Oh, you've got a separate campaign happening tonight. You've got 2 campaigns going at the one time. Dang, that's bold. I love that for you. I read one of our uni newspapers. It was good stuff. The other one, absolute trash. I think we only had the one, or if we had more than one, then I'd like to say the one I wrote for was the good one, right? That's how it goes. But yes, that's true. Unfortunately, due to the political climate, a lot of snowbirds have, as TS so perfectly put it, put a pause in their migration pattern as of late. So I think there is a significant reduction in snowbirds south of the border this year. But yes, historically, lots of snowbirds. Yes, you're doing 2 campaigns at once. We have an absolute iron grip over scheduling. If someone can't make it, we play without them. Honestly, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? Keep that game moving. And the best thing about D&D is you can always sort of write off why someone isn't there. Like, oh no, the orc got a stomach bug and he can't join us on this quest, but he'll probably be better tomorrow. You know, you can really make it lore friendly. Euro, you used to run 4 a week? Oh my god. You guys are impressive. That is extremely impressive. Good for you. I haven't done a D&D session in quite some time. I mean, I've said it once, I've said it a million times. One-shot D&D campaign at Tallara 3. Yes, please. But yeah, I hope everybody had a great day today. Monday is over with. We did it, guys. We got through Monday. 4 more days till the weekend, and I'd like to think we got through the worst day today. So shout out to all of us. We did it. I'm spreading high fives all around, even though Digitiff's arms actually can't move, but I'm giving them to you in spirit. So we are playing Blue Prince tonight. We've been playing, I believe this is stream number 7, and we stream once a week, so you do the math. We've been streaming for 7 weeks now, and I think we're getting pretty close to the end, or well, what's the first ending? From what I've heard, once you get to the, quote, end of Blueprints, a whole nother portion of the game opens up, but we're going to take things one thing at a time, and I think we are pretty close to getting to the end of the game tonight. So for anyone who hasn't seen Blueprints before, the premise is simple. At the beginning of the game, our great uncle, our rich great uncle, dies, and he leaves us his manor in his will. However, there is one condition to it vesting, and that is we have to find the 46th room in his 45-room manor. Right there, there's a puzzle. So we've been working our way through. We actually made it to room 45, or the antechamber, only to find out that the door to room 46 was, of course, locked. Luckily, last Monday, we did find out where the lever is to open the door to room 46. So now all we have to do is put those things together. We have to pull that lever, as well as actually make our way to the antechamber itself, because that's easier said than done. So that's going to be the main objective of today. So what I did last week, past Tiff actually wrote a letter to future Tiff. So let's read this together. Past Tiff said, "To Tiff, you are doing so great. I am proud of you, sweetie." Oh my god. Past Tiff is the sweetest. Tiff's been reading spoilers? No, people have told me in chat that apparently once you get to room 46, there's a lot more to do, but... Okay, past Tiff's adorable. Moving on. Tonight, you need to get to room 46. You need to pull a lever in either the secret garden or Great Hall. Alternatively, if you find the broken lever, you can use it in the greenhouse. Then just go below the foundation, through the tunnel, and pull the final lever. Voila, room 46 is yours. Side quests include activities related to the boiler room. Push the button first, then draft. Pump room can be used to drain water from the reservoir, and lab can be used where you can use the levers. P.S. Don't forget coat check. Past Tiff. Wow. Oh my god. Past Tiff was thorough in her notes. So, okay. What did I put in coat check? I genuinely cannot remember what I put in coat check, so I'm really glad that Past Tiff wrote P.S. Don't forget coat check, because... guess what? I forgot coat check. I guess we'll find out what's in coat check together once we get there. But yes, that's what we're doing tonight. We're going to try to get to room 46. Along the way, we might be able to do some activities related to the boiler room. It was an upgrade disc. That's right. That's exactly what it was. It's an upgrade disc. Okay, fantastic. So we definitely need to get that. Tiff should kiss Past Tiff. Not going to lie, I ship them. Past Tiffy is a sweetheart. I'd argue present Tiffy is too. Oh, gosh, you guys are too sweet. Okay, so that's what we're doing tonight. It's written down here on paper, which means it can't be changed. It is law. Speaking of paper, let's see where we're at in terms of notes. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14 pages of notes so far, folks. I've never written so many handwritten notes in my life. Or, that's not true, but in a very, very long time. It's been kind of nice, actually. It's been kind of funny. And I believe it was TS who said at the end of all this, I'll have like almost a nice memento, a keepsake, if you will, of our Blueprints journey with this notebook here with all these handwritten notes. Oh, I've also got screenshots. That's true, actually. The 14 pages of notes I reference are just handwritten notes, but I've got... let's see how many screenshots we've got. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I've got 20... no, it's more. 20, 30, 31... 32, 33. I've got 33 screenshots and 14 pages of handwritten notes, so there you have it. Hey, Nocturnal, super envious of people doing first-time playthroughs of this amazing game. I am having an absolute blast so far. This game, I didn't know about it at all. I hadn't heard about it, and then I saw a bunch of bigger streamers playing it, and I was like, what the heck is Blueprints? And I remember I sat down, I watched about an hour of someone stream it, and then immediately I turned the stream off, And I was like, I can't watch anymore because I need to play this game myself. And so since then, we've come into a completely blind, and this game has just been such a fantastic surprise. It came out of nowhere from, you know, an indie developer. It is such a unique game, and it truly conveys that feeling, that aha moment when you solve something. How many times have I gotten excited in this game by figuring something out? It's just an unmatched feeling solving puzzles and blueprints. I just love it. So yeah, great game. If anyone hasn't played it, I recommend it, and otherwise, hopefully you've been enjoying playing it vicariously through me. So we're going to start with drafting our outside room today. We've got tool sheds, schoolhouse, and shelter. I think I'm going to go tool shed. I do love starting off with a shovel. I feel like starting off with a shovel is actually a good omen. This game took 8 years to make? Did it really? Wow, I didn't know that. Honestly, it checks out because it feels like every little thing has been thought of. There's so many well thought out puzzles in this game that it makes sense that it took so long to cook, you know? Yeah, we also not only got a shovel in there, we also got a lockpick, which is nice. But all right, so plan for today is we're going to make our way to the foundation. Along the way, hopefully we're going to draft a room that has a lever so we can open one of the side doors of the antechamber, because that was our problem last Monday. I actually made it underneath the foundation, went through the tunnel, pulled the lever that opens the north door of the antechamber, but couldn't open any of the doors to get into the antechamber. So it's a two-step process. So obviously we'll start from the very beginning. We'll see how things go. And then as per my letter from past Tiff, side quests will include some use of the boiler room, which we finally figured out last week as well. So yeah, where should we go? Let's go in early game storeroom to get some supplies here. If you're interested in the game, it takes heavy inspiration from a puzzle book in the 80s called Maze. Oh, interesting. I've never even heard of that before, so that's a fun fact. And I love me some fun facts. The dev said he could have released it 5 years ago, but said, this is unique, screw it, let's keep going. And clearly, it was worth it, because this game... I mean, if this doesn't... I mean, okay. I shouldn't say anything too soon, because it's only June, and who knows what we're going to get in the final 6 months of the year. Maybe we'll get something even better than Blueprints, which is hard to fathom. But if the Game Awards were right now, I think Blueprints wins Indie Game of the Year, hands down, no competition. So clearly it was worth all the time and effort they put into it, right? Now, in the commissary, we've got a whole bunch of... equipment items. The only one we can afford right now is the magnifying glass. Why not? Let's buy it. Who knows? We might need it. And we're still early on in the game, so we can always make more money and come back. Then from here, we're gonna go security. Alright, so I'm gonna change the keycard system, set the security level to low, because today we don't even care if we get locked doors, because we got the locked picking kit. What we don't want is locked doors with, or security doors rather. Alright, so that's done. And from here we're gonna go den. From here, we'll go office, yes. Because in here we can grab a gem. And then we can spread out that payroll money. Run payroll. Spread gold. Nice. You've got a YouTube link? Okay, cool. I'll check that out sometime after stream. From here, we'll go bedroom. And then drawing room. So we can get another gem. I hate the chapel, but I feel like it's our best choice here. So into the chapel we go. I like that they patched in keeping safes open. Yeah, it's really nice actually, because I don't have to go back to my notes or try to remember what each safe's code is. When they're open once, they're open, and then you can just raid them at any time, which is nice. So the strategy I've been employing recently is to try to go laterally up. I used to basically just like beeline north, but I found that if you go this way, it usually ends up working out because you're able to pick up a lot more resources before you get to the higher floors, which usually require a lot more resources, so... unfortunately, this is going to be a dead end for us, though. Guess we'll go closet, see what we get in here. A key and a gem, and then we can go back up through the chapel. Alright, from here we'll go West Wing Hall to give us as many options as we can. There's nothing worse than getting hemmed in and only being able to go one way. From there we'll go, speaking of getting hemmed in, well, no, billiard room. We'll be able to go. We won't be able to go east, but we at least have another option to go north. And then we can do this puzzle. So the last time we did the darts puzzle, there was a new mechanic introduced. The bullseye was a square. Yeah, here it is. So it took me a while to figure it out, but this basically means 3 squared, which is, 9. Which is 9, I say, as I click 3. And then here, so it would be 3 squared, which is 9, divided by 9, which is 1. And then from here, it's 4 squared, which is 16, plus 1 squared, which is 1, so 17, minus 5 is 12. Oh, did I screw it up? I must have screwed it up because it's making me start over. Okay, hang on. 3 squared is 9. 3 squared is 9, divided by 9 is 1. 1 squared is 1, plus 4 squared is 17, minus 5 is 12? I'm getting the same answer. 4 squared is 16. 1 squared is 1. 16 plus 1 is 17, minus 5 is 12. You're saying maybe I only square one of them. Oh, you think it's add it first and then square. Okay, well, if that's the case, 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 squared is 15. Minus 5 is 10. No? No, 5 squared is 25. Sorry. Okay, no. That was my fault. 3 squared is 9. 3 squared is 9. Divided by 9 is 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 squared is 25. 25 minus 5 is 20. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Got it. The silver key. Ooh, nice. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. I like the sound of that. Okay, from here, there's no point drafting the laboratory until we get the boiler room first. So I think I'm gonna go... should we go pantry or should we go kennel? I think I'm gonna go pantry. This is asking far too much math. Hey, Blaircade. The thing is, too, is every time you do, or that's been my understanding, is every time you do one of those dart puzzles, it gets harder. So at the beginning, they were pretty easy. But now they've started adding in exponents, and they're getting a little bit more complicated. It certainly made... Yes, coat check. It certainly made me struggle to remember basic math principles. I'll be the first to admit that I don't use a lot of math in my day-to-day life, so I've had to get the brain rewired to start thinking about math again. Now, from here... No! We're gonna be stuck. Oh, gosh darn it. Well... If that's the case, I guess we'll go put the, Oh no, we can use the upgrade disc. I was gonna say we should go put the upgrade disc back in coat check, but we can actually use it because we have security. So I can go back down to security. What, you don't do foil on a daily basis? Believe it or not, no. I cannot tell you the last time I used an exponent. That is not something I use very often, that's for sure. Okay. Insert disc. Here we go. So we picked up an upgrade disc last time we streamed, and I didn't have a terminal to actually use it, so I put it in code check. Finally picking it up now, and now we can get the floor plan upgrade program. Scanning disc, and we are getting an upgrade for the billiard room. Speak of the devil. Okay, so we now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. We've got a speakeasy. Oh, does that just mean the puzzles are easy? Yeah, they are. Interesting. The billiard room becomes a speakeasy, which means all the puzzles are just basic addition. Okay, cool. Then there's also break room. If you call it a day in break room, tomorrow you will begin the day with a staff key card. That sounds really good, but is like niche. And then there's also pool hall. Which, if we weren't stuck right now, No, I guess, no, this is a permanent upgrade, right. I misremembered. I was like, ooh, pool hall would be great, except we can't use it today. But no, no, no. This is a permanent upgrade. So if we choose pool hall, it means anytime we draft the billiard room, it'll add Great Hall, foyer, and secret passage to today's draft pool. Yeah, absolutely. Bronny says pool hall sounds good for when you don't block yourself. Yeah, it says today, which is what tripped me up, but it should apply every time we draft it. So I think we're gonna go with the pool hall here. I'm not sure what's the difference between a billiards room and a pool hall. Oh, it has 1 extra pool table. If you want to turn your billiards room into a pool hall, folks, just buy 1 more table. Break room is the crowd favorite for the community. Really? If you call it a day in break room, tomorrow you will begin the day with a staff key card. Like, I feel like I can see the utility in that because having a key card is fantastic, but that is very, very specific. We would need to draft the billiard room, then end our run and start over again. Oh, billiards and pool are 2 different games with 2 different sized tables? Wow. Today I learned. I mean, my gut said pool hall. So I think I'm gonna go with pool hall. All right. Cool. So that means today's run is not totally a loss because even though we have to end it now, we did at least get a permanent room upgrade. We love that. So we'll call it a day. That was just a warm-up run. And so we'll call it a day there, and we'll get started tomorrow. Even better. Snooker, pool, and billiards are all different games. Okay, I've never heard of snooker in my life, but I am 31 years old, and until this moment, I thought pool and billiards were the same game. So today I learned. I'm all for learning something new, and that's my fun fact of the day. All right, day 42 here in the mansion. Let's see what we got. Do our usual, start off by grabbing our allowance. And then go drafting a room outside. It's not pronounced snooker? What's it snooker? 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 Or am I supposed to say it with a British accent? Snooker? Snooker. Snooker. Root cellar, trading post, shelter. Now, the reason I want to get trading post is remember this. Remember this? So we had seen this here before. Dynamite, a little too dangerous to pick up. Okay. But we found out that with a certain combination of items, you can actually make a fire starter. So if we're able to make that in this run, we can come out here and blow up that dynamite. What it'll do, I don't know, but I certainly want to make things go boom if we can. Snooker uses colored balls that start in a diamond versus the 1 to 15 triangle of pool. Interesting. I've got no items to trade, but if and when we do, we can come back. I am excited, so if we have the opportunity to get fire starter items today, we're going to jump at them. I'm trying to remember. It was a magnifying glass and a... What was the other item that combined? I can't remember. It was a magnifying glass and something that makes the fire starter. You're only allowed to play snooker if your first name is Ronnie and last name's O'Sullivan. I think you're only allowed to play snooker in a circa 1930s Chicago speakeasy. Got it. So it appears I don't fit either criteria, so I suppose I'll just stick with pool. Well, now I'm wondering. I'm like, all my life, have I been playing pool or have I been playing billiards? I don't know. I thought they were the same thing. I feel like my entire life is a lie now. What have I been playing? I don't know. Probably pool? Okay. We'll stick with that. Ah, speaking of, here's the pool hall. This will add a great hall, foyer, and secret passage to today's draft pool. And inside, we get 2 tables! Yay! The room literally looks the exact same, except now there's 2 tables instead of 1. The bar is the same size. They added some extra sticks. That's nice. And now we'll do the puzzle. All right, 11. 16 divided by 2 is 8. I need to say it out loud because that's how my brain is working here. 20 minus 10 is 10. Times 2 is 20. Divided by 4 is 5. I sound like an elementary school teacher. 20 plus 3 is 23. Minus 13 is 10. Times 2 is 20. Divided by 4 is 5. Nice. All right. From here, we'll go... Should we get a walk-in closet? It's only 1 gem, and it allows us to get 4 items. I feel like that might be worth getting at this point in the run. Let's see. We got a compass. Ooh, this was worth it. Look what we got. A key card. Many of my runs have ended because I've come across a key card door and have been unable to open it, but that would not happen to us today. Nice. Okay. Glad I went with the walk-in closet. Compass and key card and some gems. Yeah, that was just good all around. Okay. I want to get storeroom and just have all the resources to start this run. Because Nook is just going to lead us into the room that Den's going to lead us into anyway. Parlor gives us nothing. So I'm kind of pigeonholing myself here, which I don't like, which I don't love. But I'm hoping it'll work out, because look at these resources. Okay. Bedroom or spare room? Or corridor? I guess bedroom. Yeah, it is definitely a bit of a dangerous layout. I am playing with fire here, I will be the first to admit. But we're okay. So far, so good. Let's go veranda. We've got some gems to spare. Speaking of things to spare, I also have keys to spare. Ooh. Gosh, I'm rich. I really need a shovel, though. Alright, from here, we will go parlor. Do our first logic puzzle of the day. These have gotten increasingly difficult too. I feel like at the beginning I was just breezing through them, and the last few we've done, there's been a couple where I've straight up guessed because I found it very difficult to figure it out. So for anyone who doesn't know, let's go over the rules. So these are the rules of the logic game. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements, but only one box has a prize within, and the other two are always empty. So let's see what we got. This is not an empty box. The gems are in the black box, so these can both be true. The empty boxes are both true. So if this is false, and these are true, then that would mean this has the gems. Actually, no, because then all of these could be true. Because if these are both empty, then that's also true. They can't all be true. It's not an empty box. Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing that makes sense is this is false. And then these two are true. So then the gems are in here? Yeah. All right. Good start. And the courtyard comes in at the perfect time to get us out of this little pigeonhole that we've worked our way into. I like it. You know what else I like? Metal detectors. Do we know how many iterations of the logic game there are? I don't know. I don't know if there's a finite number or if they're just randomized. Pretty sure Nocturnal said earlier that they had 100% completed the game. So if anyone knows the answers to that question, it's going to be Nocturnal. Alright. We need to pick rooms that give us the most amount of options. So we gotta pick chapel here. There is a finite number. Okay. Then from here, we'll go pool. The parlor game auto scales to you. If you keep getting them right, it gets harder, ridiculously harder. If you fail too many times, it gets easier. Okay, I think that's where we're at right now. I feel like I got too many right and it got too hard, and then I failed a couple, and now they seem to be a good level again. Okay, let's go locker room. Again, at this point, I'm just trying to give myself as many opportunities as possible for movement. And then, yeah, West Wing Hall. There we go. Hey, Noella. There is a set height of hard, though, because I noticed I can loop the hardest ones sometimes. Ooh, this is new. We have never had this room before. This is brand new. Because I remember we learned previously that there was a very specific requirement to unlocking the ladyship's chamber. It could only be in the west wing, drafted from a room that had a door facing south, which is like super niche. So I love unlocking new rooms. This is awesome. The ladyship's chamber. The next time you enter boudoir, gain 10 steps, and the next time you enter walk-in closet, gain 3 gems, which is great, but most importantly, it's a new room, and let's see what we can find out inside. The lady played a harp. The lady dropped a sleep mask, which I will take. The lady liked ballerinas. Ooh, her ladyship's diary is locked. I guess we need a key like with that symbol. Interesting. Also, her ladyship had a floor plan upgrade disc. Let's go. Inside her ladyship's room, she has photos. A hat with a feather. Ooh. Does it never end? What does that mean? Okay. Taking a screenshot of that. I need to read the room description of this. Tucked quietly away in the west wing of Mount Holly is the decorative bedroom of your grandmother, Lady Epson. The style you find unique in the house, a fitting tribute to her childhood home in Araja. Okay, so that explains who the ladyship is. It's Grandma. It's Grandma. Okay. And oh, right. Okay, so here's the thing about blueprints, as you guys know. There's so many leads to follow at once. And one of the leads is we did find this chessboard puzzle, which I will be the first to admit I kind of forgot about. But yeah, there's a queen here in her ladyship's room. I still haven't figured out exactly what we need to do. Presumably we need to link the pieces with rooms in the manor. But we don't come across queens very often, so I should write this down. Queen is in ladyship's chamber, which is in tile 2-1. Or would it be 1-2? What goes first, rows or columns? I think it's 2-1. We're burning through red string, pins, and corkboard at an alarming rate. Seriously. Okay. Unfortunately, I guess we need a key before we can open her ladyship's diary. I am desperate to read her ladyship's deepest secrets, but there's nothing we can do about that. Let's just make sure we don't miss anything in here before we go. I love that she had a skylight. That is so chic. You think it's rows first? You go in before you can climb up? Yeah, see, okay. You should call them ranks, not rows. That's fair. Rank 2. Square 1. Have we even seen a key like that before? I don't think so. It's not ringing any bells for me, unfortunately. Okay, I think that's it for her ladyship's chamber. Just clicking on everything just in case I missed anything. Yeah, I think that's all Grandma's got in her room, unless she's got something hiding in these pots. What key? I missed it? The key for this diary. Okay, well, we'll continue to keep an eye out, but that's cool. That was a brand new room, which is always very exciting. From here, we'll head north. Metal detector going off for these coins. We also got a yummy, yummy apple. You'd read the lady's diary? A scandal! Of course I would. I'm desperate for the tea. The things I'd do for the tea, alright? Now, with ladyship's chamber... No, it's anytime you draft the boudoir. So we get some synergy here with her ladyship's chamber. We get plus 10 steps, plus 5 from the sleeping mask. Plus we're gonna get a gem, and there's coins over here. This room was a gold mine. And another gem! Oh my god. The boudoir is where it's at, baby. Let's go. Okay, from here, we're definitely going passageway, because this is such a central location for a passageway. Love that for us. And then we can get down into the foundation, which is great. From here, we will go... I guess spare... no, commissary. We should go commissary, because I've got a lot of money to spend. Let's see if there's anything good. A shovel would be nice. Aha! Speak of the devil, and you shall find. Shovel? I'm just gonna buy everything. Shovel, magnifying glass, and a set of gems. Boom. Profit! Fun check-in. I am halfway returned to a Bean Boozled redeem. Laughs most evilly. Great. Thanks for that check-in. Ooh, a boiler room. Okay, this is the first time we've drafted a boiler room today. As I mentioned in my notes, we want to potentially do something with the boiler room today. Now, what we can do is change the power, because we had it hooked up to that red box to open the gate down below. But if I change it like that, then we can have the walkway open. And then we can press the button. Boop. Alright, so from here, we are going to hope that we can get a room with good synergy drafted right over there. Did you make use of the red box? I did make use of the red box. We did that last time. So we uncovered a bunch of secrets down underneath the foundation, which is rather exciting. My head 100% exploded with everything we found out down there. Now, unfortunately, none of these rooms are going to be able to be hooked up to power. However, master bedroom, that's a new room, isn't it? I don't think we've drafted a master bedroom before. Yeah, I do have a disc to burn at security, but I'm pretty sure master bedroom is new. Bronny says I haven't seen master bedroom either. So I think we have to go master bedroom. When in doubt, go with the new room. Oh my god, who puts cannons in their bedroom? What the heck? What were you overcompensating for, Uncle? Jesus. Alright, there's a pile of mail here. Herb, the controls for the foundation elevator are located behind the foundation wall. Okay, so I actually already found that. We've been down underneath the foundation. I found it completely by fluke. I'm sure if I hadn't, this would come in handy, but this is actually not useful information for us now. The master bedroom looks like someone is compensating for something, 100%. And then here, we've got a note. Simon, I never intended to finish writing this letter, but by now you must know the... The what? The what? Wow. That's how a large chunk of the clues work for me. I himboed the way to the answer and then found the clue much later. Hey, if it works, it works. Oh my god, we got swords on the walls too? That family crest. The metal detector keeps going off. There's something in here. Ooh, the Mora Jai box. Fun for the family, they say, even though every time I find one of these, I curse my name. One I brute force, the other one I looked up, so we'll see how this one goes. You know how we all just, there's some ways our brain doesn't work? Like, I'm pretty good at the logic puzzles, I'm pretty good at the math puzzles. When it comes to these Mora Jai boxes, my brain is just like, no, it does not work like that. I am not good at these. Morajai boxes were a popular fad in the early 30s among both the peerage and common crowds. These small mechanical puzzle boxes originated on the island Morajai as a children's game, but quickly gained popularity among seafarers who valued the compact boxes as both lockbox and entertainment on long voyages. Over time, the boxes spread from port to port and eventually found their way into the homes and hearts of every realm. A traditional Morajai box is distinguished by a lid featuring a 3x3 grid of white and gray tiles. Each white tile can be pressed like a button, which will change the color of that tile and the surrounding squares. The goal of each box is to find a way to make all 4 corner tiles into white squares. These simple rules evolved as the game spread across the world. Regional variations introduced new colors and mechanics, offering greater challenges and local flavor. While the fad may have ended, Morajai boxes still make for a memorable gift for both collectors and puzzle enthusiasts. I love collecting things, I love puzzles, I hate these damn boxes, so that seems like a overgeneralization to me. I just hit the buttons until I finally get close enough that it works and unlocks. That's literally what I've been doing. I absolutely brute forced the one in, I don't know, it was in one of the outdoor rooms. I brute forced that one. And then the one that we found down underneath the foundation, I had to look up the answer because it was driving me crazy. So we'll see. So here, yeah, we want the white blocks in the corner. Like I said, you know, sometimes there's just things your brain is and isn't good at, and mine is just not good at these sorts of puzzles. Did I just do it? Maybe I'm good at these puzzles after all! Damn, that was the fastest one yet. Maybe I'm getting better with practice. Let's go! You have been rewarded an allowance token. Is there any better reward than a permanent upgrade? Our allowance has been permanently raised by 2. Let's go. I totally planned it that way. I spent the whole past 5 minutes complaining about the Morajai boxes just so I'd look better when I showed off my skills there. I was very methodical about that whole thing. Now, what do we have here? Oh, a copy of The Red Prince. Ooh, and I'm glad we got a magnifying glass. To my encouraging uncle, who opened many doors for me. Ever grateful, Mary. P.S. They made me change the ending, of course, as you predicted. Yeah, we knew that, because this book is actually political commentary, and people didn't like that. Oh, sorry about that. Big sneeze. Yay, raise! We can toast to that, right? So we read this book previously. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold, who is my mom, who went missing. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down, if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Who opened many doors for me is how the game author dedicated the game to the author of another puzzle game. Oh, cool! Also, is this a family photo? I think this is me. Look at how derp I am. Look at my little train sweater. So that's me. That's my missing mom, Marion. And that's my dad. I can't remember what his name is. Look at us. Look at our cute little handsome family. So that honestly must have been shortly before my mom disappeared, because she's been gone for a little while now. Interesting. Why would my uncle have a picture of my family on his nightstand? That's a little weird, isn't it? I mean, he also has cannons in his bedroom, so... God knows Grunkle was a weirdo. Let's read the description for this. H.S. Sinclair's own room, though perhaps soon you may consider it your own. Fair enough. I guess this is my room now. Well, that is if Grunkle is really dead. I'm still not convinced. I feel like he might have faked his death, but... we'll see. I hate that I can't open any of this other mail. Hey, Beast! Grunkle's in the walls, I'm sure of it. Yeah, every now and then we hear some weird noises coming from the walls. I think it's Grunkle. Alright, so routing the power that way didn't help us, so let's try routing it another way. Sorry, I was having so much difficulty climbing those stairs, apparently. So if we route it this way, then it'll go through the foundation. I mean, I don't know. I guess if we can draft a room here or there that needs power. I don't know if it'll go through the foundation, though. Guess we'll find out. No, there's no ducts in here, so I don't think so. Yeah, it needs to be adjacent, so... I don't think we can do any boiler room adventures today, unfortunately, but at least we dug this hole, right? Right? We love digging holes around here. You still have one adjacent slot? Oh, up here, yeah, but I can't route the power that way. I can only route the power through the door, so it would be that way, this way, or that way. I thought the foundation had ducts like the power room. It doesn't look like it. Okay, from here we'll go spare room. Now we do need to go down underneath the foundation and open the antechamber door, but I want to wait till we can open the antechamber before we can even do that, because last week I pulled the lever down below opening the door to the 46th room, but then couldn't get into the antechamber, so it was a very anticlimactic moment. I would like to reduce the amount of that tonight. Okay, let's go rumpus room, I guess. We get a ton of money! And then, perhaps most importantly, we can get another spooky fortune from Alzara. So it was Alzara's last fortune that made me convinced that Grunkle's not dead. Because he basically told us that someone's following us and watching everything we do. And I'm like, that sounds like something uncle who left me his estate in his will would do. But I'm wondering how many different fortunes Alzara has. Will we see the same one today? Will it be something different? Let's find out. Insert a coin.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I hear the pattering steps of children running in the forest. The joyful echoes of laughter in the courtyard. I see an old man sitting in an even older chair. A seed that has served many generations, each with their own stories, each with their own secrets, each with their own endings, but all in the same chair. What you have heard here
Interesting. So did he just foresee that this manor will become mine and I'm gonna inherit it and raise my children here? Like all my ancestors before me? I think he just foretold my success. Maybe that's what's in the 46th room, is that chair, the throne, if you will. So, I mean, good to know that all of the fortunes are different. We hadn't seen that one before. Does seem to be predicting our success, or that's the way I'm going to interpret it anyway, so... Thank you, Elzara, for your services. And let's keep moving. What do we got over here? Pump room. Now, we've got ourselves a little hint. Oh, I shouldn't have used my final key there. I have regrets. Oh, there's a key in the box. Okay, no, we're good. Remember, we found out something last time. So, we found out that to get to entry level underground, we just need to drain the reservoir water to 6. We don't actually need to drain it to 0, which was our problem before because we couldn't fit enough water into the tanks. But we've learned that we actually only need to drain the water to level 6. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we only need to drain it right here to the same height as the aquarium, and then we should be able to enter what's down below. So that's good. You know what's also good is that's a keycard door, and we've got a keycard. So let's actually draft that first. I'm going to draft security for multiple reasons. A, it allows us to proceed forward, and B, we can use our upgrade disc as well, which I'm going to use right now before I forget. Hey Mix, how are you? Happy Monday. We are just making our way through the manor here. We've uncovered a couple of new rooms, which is always exciting. And now I think we're on the precipice of maybe solving a new mystery. Okay, so I can now upgrade closet to hallway closet, bedroom closet, or empty closet. Okay, honestly, this is kind of a lame upgrade. So we're definitely not doing empty closet, because that baseline has 0 items. So that's out. I guess we'll go bedroom closet, because I never draft hallway. I feel like barely ever. I feel like I draft bedroom every now and then we get extra. We get +2 extra items if drafted adjoined to a bedroom. But yeah, I think this upgrade kind of sucks. Like, I don't often draft closets, but I mean, hey, an upgrade is an upgrade, and at least it'll have a niche usage. Exactly. Are suggestions okay? Depending on what the suggestions are. I am trying to figure things out on my own, so, you know, I don't want any spoilers or backseating or anything like that. For the upgrade? Sure, let's hear it. Okay, most bedrooms have 1 or 2 exits. So what you're saying is it would be harder to draft to a bedroom? Is that what you're saying? Hey, Spaceman, empty closet is your favorite? See, I hate drafting red rooms. I feel like I always avoid them. So I don't know. You draft more hallways, so hallway is yours. I think the point is that you'd prioritize other rooms for the exits since there's less exits in a bedroom. Yeah. I mean, TS makes a great point. Doesn't exactly matter what you pick here since you won't use the upgrade basically ever. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I barely ever draft closets as it is, so... Tiff, you draft a lot of bedrooms because you like steps. I draft more hallways, so hallway is mine. Yeah, I mean, I feel like out of all these rooms, I draft bedroom the most. So in terms of like room usage, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, like, yeah, I try to avoid drafting red rooms. So I'm just going to pick the one that I personally draft the most. So I'm just going to go bedroom closet. All right. Okay, now back to what we were doing. So I want to drain the reservoir. I got to remember. Oh my. Oh, thank you, metal detector. I never would have saw that key there. It really blended into the concrete floor. Okay, so we need to drain the reservoir, and I got to remember how this thing works. I have a screenshot of the instructions. So give me 1 second while I pull that up. I need to refresh my memory on how this works. Yes, okay. So you select the source from the pump control panel, and then the next step is to set the pump associated with that source to pump either in or out. Okay. So number 2's pump is the one in the middle. It's this one. So then we want the water pumped out, so we go that way. And then that one is full. So we need to switch it this way. There we go. Noella says, it's fun watching a person who reads instructions. I just walked around and pressed shit until I did shit. I mean, honestly, that sounds fun too. Okay, so that didn't drain nearly enough water, but here's what we can do is we can pump some of it back out into the pool. So the pool is pump number 4. So if I pull it this way, is that draining the water? Yes. Makes note, Noella is an agent of chaos. Yes, and we love it. We love that little chaotic being called Noella. Okay, so that pumped some of the water out. And then can I transfer the water from this tank to that tank? Well, actually, I can... What one is this one hooked up to? Kitchen. Well, let's see first how much water we can drain out of the reservoir from this one. So if we pump out and then switch. Let's see how much we can get here. Okay. Oh, that's enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. They said 6 was entry level. So that should actually be enough. So if that's the case, let's go downstairs. Please. Down, down. Oh, I missed that digging spot. Okay, we'll grab that when we come back up. Down, down, down we go. Where we stop, nobody knows, except I know, because we've been here before. While we're down here, we can open the antechamber door as well. Now, let's see. Okay, wait a minute. I thought they said 6 was entry level. It's entry level if we have a boat. Oh, this is not as simple as I thought. This is not as simple as I thought. We still need a boat. How the fuck am I gonna get the boat? Can we get to the other side? Not unless we have the tomb. No, that's not true. We can get to the others. No, the minecart's in the way. No, but I can move the minecart because we have this secret door open now. Because if I go around that way... Okay. Well, first of all, let's just quickly go this way and open the door. The prince will not degrade himself by swimming. Yeah, apparently I am much too fancy for that. Let's pull this lever first. And then what I think I have to do is I just need to position the bridge and then we can go around the minecart, I think. Let's see. That opens that. I was so excited when I opened this door for the first time last week, by the way, if you guys didn't see that. Finally seeing 46. Oh, so excited. And then I couldn't get in there, but... I was very, very, very excited. I was very excited about all of this last week. This was the highlight of our stream last time, and going down the side door here, that was all very, very cool. Okay, so from here... No, because that's still gonna... I'm still gonna get stuck, I think. I'm not sure if I can get to the other side right now. Hang on. I also forgot this cool music plays when you pull that lever. Yeah. We should definitely consult the map of the underground, which is right over here. Yeah. We could go down through the fountain, I guess, if we were able to drain that. But to drain the fountain entirely, we need power into the pump room, which we don't have. The only other way is down through the catacombs this way or through here. See, the thing is, if I could get to this part, then we could go through and pop out there. Oh, hang on. There was something here. Number 10. Buried floor plan. Where the hell's number 10? Number 10! Okay, so out in the basement, sort of around this turn... That is so sneaky. Look at that. With the magnifying glass, you can see almost invisible ink. Number 10, buried floor plan. And then there's a number 10 right there. And guess who has a shovel? Okay, sick. So what we've learned is that we do need to use the boat to access that little tunnel, which we might not be able to do today. But what we might be able to do is get whatever's over here. It's like right here-ish? I should have took a picture. Oh, there it is. Lost and found. Whoa! You found a secret floor plan. 2 rare items. But whenever you enter this room, you will lose 1 random inventory item. Ooh, tricky. Okay, so it gives and it takes. I mean, that's a red room for you, isn't it? Would you like to permanently add Lost and Found to your drafting pool? I sure freaking would. Hell yeah. Wow, that is so secret. You would never find that if you didn't know what you were looking for. That is so cool. The red room giveth and the red room yeeteth. One of the reasons I stopped playing is because I lost the day that this was on and couldn't get the shovel back when my computer restarted. Like 6 runs, no shovel. I was mad salty. Oh, I'm sorry, Noella. Hopefully you can live vicariously through me a little bit. But yeah, I don't think I can actually get the boat right now. So I think let's just set ourselves up for next time. Red room, thou art a fickle bitch. So what I did was right in that we only need to drain this a certain amount, but the issue is the boat. So we need to bring the boat to the other side. So what that means is we need to have a day where we draft the tomb outside and then the pump room inside to be able to get to the other side, control the water, and then come back around. So that's going to be a simple case of RNG. Unfortunately. And then the thing is, I'm pretty sure when the water's at max level, that dock was flooded. So you need to lower the water a little bit, then come down, then get the boat, then bring it over, then lower the water all the way. So it's a multi-step process, I think. Okay, damn. Well, that's all we can do right now. At least we got something out of this with the magnifying glass and the invisible ink there. So I'll take it. And luckily, our run's not over or anything either. We can still go up through security, so let's keep going. The other option is pump all the water out and check the bottom. Yes, that is the other option. And to do that, we need the pump room powered by the boiler room. To do that, we can also drain the well, which is another way to access the other side. So, yeah, those are the other options. Okay. We love checking bottoms around here. Luckily for us, the security card room is no trouble because we actually have a key card. What I'm going to do is we're going to do the opposite of what we normally do. We're going to turn the security level up to high because since we have a key card, we may as well make use of it. Oh, thank you for the stretch, Ash. I could use that. Oh, you can check me out any day. Hell yeah, happy Pride, Noella. Oh, good hydration too. Thank you, Ash. Yeah, let's all take a minute to stretch and hydrate and do whatever we gotta do here. Self-care is important, folks. All right. So, with that, let's open our keycard door here. Let's see what we got. Here we've got library. That stretch and how you said you can check me out any day was kind of funny. And then from here, we've got... do we want to do observatory? Do we want to do music room? Probably observatory. We're running out of opportunities to open up the antechamber, which is a little frustrating. Tiff knows to read all my messages with waggling brows. Yeah, unfortunately, DigiTiff can't waggle her brows, but if she could, she would. All right, we got Clavis the Key and Diamondus Major. Holy crap. We have so many resources. Look at this. 10 gems right now. That's crazy. Good thing we got a key, because we had a locked door right here. And then from here... we go Rotunda, so I can access every direction but not get stuck with archives where we lose one of our potential floor plans. Rotunda. Let's go, baby. All right, let's see what we got. 1. Nothing I want. Wait a minute. Wait. What if I draft a locksmith? Do you think the locksmith might maybe sell a key to open her ladyship's diary? Bottoms rotund, it's a sign. I'm sensing a theme here today, ladies and gentlemen. It's worth a shot? That's what I'm thinking. I might be completely wrong, but I feel like it's worth a shot. Let's go see what they're selling, especially since I've got money right now, you know? Let's see. Special key. What is that? What is this mysterious noise? Ah, okay. Not bad. I don't want to say it's a bad thing, because, like, key to a secret garden is pretty freaking cool. But unfortunately, not the key we were looking for. That was the sound of a key being cut. Okay, yeah. I gotta be honest, I don't know that I've ever heard a key getting cut, so that was new noise for me. Yeah, normally this would be sick. But not right now. Okay, I will buy another key. Here's what we can do, though. I've got coat check. No, that was last run. Damn, I was gonna say I've got coat check, right? We can coat check the key, but no, that was the last run that I had coat check. I don't have coat check in this run. Okay. Well, I think it was worth a shot to see if we could, because you can make a, quote, special key there. The question is the, quote, special key randomized, or is the special key always the key to the secret garden? Like, maybe I could have actually gotten the key to the ladies' room there. I don't know. Good night, Meerkat. Have fun at D&D. Okay, from here... Oh, I didn't know if I could use it. It's worth a shot. Oh, Mix, I didn't even see your message when I said that. Mix literally said, I wonder if RNG's a special key, if the only special key is the secret garden. Literally same brain. Okay, speaking of same brain. Coat check. What do you think? I feel like we should get it. Speak of coat check and it appears. I know. It was like it was literally reading my mind. It sucks because coat check's a dead end, obviously, but we do have one more way we can go right here. And I feel like, seeing as we got that secret garden key, we never get the secret garden key. I feel like it's worth coat checking it, so then we have it in our back pocket. Hey Mandy, today is day 42, and we are getting closer and closer to that 46th room. Yeah, today let's check the secret garden key. So everyone now make a mental note that in coat check we do have a secret garden key. So if we ever come across a secret garden, we go get the key from coat check. Okay? Everyone? We're making mental sticky notes. Coat check, secret garden. Yes, exactly. Alright, so now this is the only way left to go. Let's hope we get a good draft here. It is locked, that's okay. What do we have? Wow, speaking of, drafting studio. Office. Guest bedroom. Now. I guess we'll go drafting studio. Let's see what our options are. Before we do anything, my metal detector's going off. Ah, key. Nice. Potential new floor plans. In the drafting studio, you will be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. You know what we say around here. We love a permanent upgrade. Yeah, the last time we had the drafting studio, good memory Mix, I actually drafted a casino, which we haven't drafted yet. I've added it to my drafting pool, but we have not actually drafted a casino yet. So the classroom's pretty basic. I don't want that. These two, though. Solarium. You are more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. Ooh, I think we gotta go Solarium. There's also Clock Tower, which says tomorrow you will start with one key for each time room you draft today. But I think I like Solarium. Although Gunther says, ooh, tick-tock clock. I mean, we like keys, but we like unusual and rare rooms better, don't we? I think. I think we should go solarium. That's what my gut says. Both are great in their own ways. I think so. I'd like to think there's no bad choice here. And my gut, she hasn't failed me yet. It's not Sophie's choice, it's Tiff's choice. Solarium helps you get more drafting studios. Oh, that's a good way to look at it, Spaceman. And then if we get a drafting studio, then we can get Clock Tower, and then we'll have both. Okay, I like that. Let's go Solarium. A quaint floral sitting room surrounded entirely by tinted glass panes. This room is ideal for tea in the afternoons or getting some sun without the hassle of going outside. Whoever wrote this also doesn't like touching grass. That's hilarious. All right, cool. Love it. Add this floor plan to your draft pool. Boom. All right. Love that for us. Honestly, sounds really cozy. I would like to use that in real life. Next up, we've got... I mean, we've only got one option here. It's foyer or bust. Otherwise, we're stuck, so... Thankfully, we have gems. We don't have a lot of gems left, though. Treasure trove. Ooh, we haven't drafted that yet. And it's cool because this is a room that stacks. So not only is this a brand new room, but it also gives us +5 for each time you have drafted treasure trove. So us drafting it right now just helps out future Tiff. We love treasure. We love new rooms. Also, it's the only room that doesn't result in a dead end. So, treasure trove it is. Treasure. Ooh. What is that? That looks like a big trunk. The green memos you find in this room will always be true. Wait, don't I have a note about memos? Red memos are true. Oh, sorry. Blue memos are true, and red memos are lies unless they're written by hand. I have that written down. Do I have anything about green memos? So, green memos found in Hartley's room are always false, is what I have written down. So this isn't Hartley's room. So presumably, this one is true. Green memos induce paranoia. Yes, that is true. It just seems too good to be true. But that's the only thing I've written down. I have written down green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. So I guess this one is true. Ooh. Also, I love how this room is full of, like, gold and riches, but all I'm allowed to take are those coins. Treasure trove, more like treasure troll. It is a treasure troll. Why can't I take any of this? That's a whole-ass cannon. You telling me I can't take this? Also, that's a knight. I haven't not been writing down the chess pieces. Probably too late at this point. I can't believe... I'm pretty sure this is the only green memo in this room, which is so bullshit. I just wasted a key on that box to open this, which helps me nada, because there's no other memos in this room. So yeah, treasure troll. That was a mimic right there. That was Blue Prince's version of a treasure chest mimic. The rest of the treasure will be yours once you fully inherit the house, I suppose. Yeah, I guess so. Is that other door not a door? This is a door, but I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything yet. Making sure there's nothing hiding back here. Okay. Some of this is too heavy to lug, but there's literally a gold plate right there, which you could, I don't know, shove down your pants to sell later, unless it has lead in it. Yeah, like, I mean, could I take this giant thing? Maybe not. Could I take those giant things? Maybe not. But these little, like, goblets... plates, I'm on the same page as you, Mix. Oh, you were genuinely asking, Bronny. You thought this door looked fake. I see. Okay, so from here, again, the only option is conservatory, which is actually pretty good because it allows us to adjust the rarity of the floor plans in your house. So let's go check this out. In here, we've also got a couple dig spots. A rather dirty coin. Trunk is locked, but we did get a key. Here we go. In the conservatory, you will be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. So, today we may adjust the rarities of the above floor plans. Rumpus Room is currently standard. Oops. I just wanted to go back. Dining Room is currently standard. And Security is currently standard. I feel like maybe we should make Dining Room and Security a little bit more common, because they're both good rooms that have good perks, and they're rooms that have 3 doors, which is also very helpful, like 1 in each direction. So my gut says we make Dining Room and Security commonplace. Yeah, you guys agree? Sound arguments? Because I feel like if I got Security and Dining Room in my, like, draft, I wouldn't be like, oh man, I got Security or Dining Room. I would be like, okay, those are good. Those are good options. Neither one of them is barred by gems either. No, that's not true. That was a lie. Security is barred by a gem, but just Security. Okay, I definitely want to make Dining Room commonplace. Let's do that. What about Security? I didn't think about that wrinkle, though. The good thing about Security is, well, what we already talked about, but the bad thing is it does have a 1 gem drafting cost. So if that's the case, maybe we should keep Security just standard. It is only 1 gem, and I mean, at this point, we actually start off each run with, I believe it's 2 gems. I mean, I guess the thing about Security and Dining Room is you can only have 1 of each at a time, too. So we would probably be pulling them pretty early on, which actually is good, because then we can change security card settings and just have good rooms to start off with. Yeah, I think I'm going to make it commonplace. Okay. Boom. I made my decision. Now, we've only got 1 key, so I want to check this door first, and I'm glad I did, instead of opening that chest. And speak of the devil, we got to the dining room. Now, unfortunately, we've made it to the antechamber, but we did not come across any places to open doors to the antechamber. To refresh our memory, the rooms that have levers to open the antechamber are Great Hall, Greenhouse if you have the broken one, Secret Garden. Yeah, those are the 3, right? Those are the 3. So, I mean, we may as well just draft dining room. There's no reason not to. We can have a little snack. What do we have for dinner tonight anyway? Today's main course, porterhouse steak, a delightfully expensive steak cut, bone-in and extra marbled for maximum tenderness. A perfect dish for those who love extravagance, plus 20 steps. Nom 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 nom. Sick. Alright, so we can't open the doors because we don't have any areas left to go, but here's what we can do. We've got a ton of steps. We can maybe go through and take note of any chess pieces. We haven't even attempted the chess puzzle yet. I still don't even fully know if I understand the chess puzzle, but I think it's worth a shot, seeing as we have so many steps and so many rooms. So dining room has a pawn. Yes. Each room, I guess, only has one thing. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9, 4. Pawn. Dining room. You tried brute forcing the chess puzzle? Well, to get to the chess puzzle, we need to go all the way back out the front door. So we'll just slowly make our way back, looking out for chess pieces. Speak of the devil. Here's one right here. That is a... what is that called? Castle? Is that called a castle? I think. Any chess aficionados? No, it's a rook. Okay, thank you. I'd also double check the pump room and make sure you can't drain the entire reservoir today. Yeah, worth checking that. Rook is in the conservatory. I don't know if the names of the rooms matter, but may as well write it down, which is 9-5. Mixes a little snack. Tiff, are you Kirby? Yes, I just opened my mouth wide and inhale my food. I sure do. Okay, horse. Or knight, I think it's his official name, but I mean, it doesn't matter. This is just from my reference. Is in the treasure trove, which is 8-5. I always want to call it a tower. I mean, it literally looks like a tower. I feel like that's an acceptable name, to be honest. Okay, pawn. Like, literally, what am I supposed to do with this? I thought, when I first saw the treasure board, I was like, okay... or, sorry, the chessboard. I was like, okay, so we need to go around and find which rooms the pieces are in. But this makes it seem so much more difficult because there's multiple chess pieces in multiple rooms. So I gotta be honest, I do not know if I'm, like, even on the right path, but it's worth a shot, right? As long as you know what you mean. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, like, I literally don't know what we're gonna do with this, but you know what? I'm gonna write it all down. Observatory, which is 7-2. Guess we'll go through these rooms first. Nothing here. Nothing here. And was there a piece in here? I feel like this is a prime place for a piece, but alas, I do not actually see one, so never mind. I'm gonna say without spoilers that so many puzzles in this game are ones that once you get, you're a bit mad at the game for. So I've found so far the puzzles and blueprints have been one of two things when I've gotten stuck. When I figure out the solution, I'm either like, oh yes, that makes total sense, how didn't I see that? Or I'm like, that's fucking dumb, I never would have figured that out. That has been my two emotions about puzzles in this game. That is a bishop, question mark, I think. Bishop. What is this called? Rumpus room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Did you check the note for messages with the magnifying glass? The note back here? Speaking of chess pieces as names, the bishop is a messenger or courier in Finnish. Today I learned. Well, it was worth a shot, Bronny, but no, I do not see any hidden messages. That's about the elevator controls, which we already know. And then that was about that, which we already know. Okay. I'm not a chess aficionado, but I learned that from when I wanted to learn how to play chess. I've forgotten everything except little history tidbits. Oh, hang on, sorry, I missed your original message, Mix. Mix said it's called rook because in a game, which is an ancestor of chess, I forget the name, but it's Persian, the rook was originally represented by a chariot, which is called a rook in Persian. Oh, very cool. There's our fun fact for the day, courtesy of Mix. Thanks, Mix. That is a very fun fact. Okay, so I'm going up. I need to go down. I think my biggest nemesis so far has been the dartboard. I have dyscalculia. I apologize. I know I'm probably butchering that. So math doesn't compute for me. I've had to use a dartboard solver that I found on Reddit to help. I mean, that's fair, because some of these dartboard puzzles, especially as you progress, are getting quite complicated. I was saying earlier, I can't remember the last time that I used exponents in math, so it certainly made me stop and think a little bit, that's for sure. It's dyslexia, but for numbers. Gotcha, gotcha. Getting chess lore, let's go! Now, my metal detector is going off. It must be next door, because I don't see anything here. It must be picking up something in the pool or the courtyard. Because I don't see anything there. Okay. Nothing in the hallway. Nothing in the kitchen. We already had this one written down. That was the queen. Oh, I missed those the first time we came through. They literally just looked like part of the decor. The running shoes looked so natural there. All right, well that works. I'll grab those now. Better late than never. And that must be what my metal detector was reacting to earlier. If that's the case, we may as well use it on one of these lockers back here. Let's see what we get. An orange! It's my lucky day. Who drank from the pool? I don't know, but at least nobody peed in it. As far as I know, anyway. Okay, so if we go... oh, there's one. That's the bishop. Which is in the chapel, which is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Oh, dang. Oh my god, I missed so much stuff my first time through. There's another key. A bishop in the chapel. All is right in the world. Nothing there. Okay, anything in here? Yes, pawn. It's kind of hidden there. Pawn is in the parlor, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. My metal detector's going off again. Ah, a key. Oh, that's a good point. The locker room spread keys throughout the manor, so they might not have been there the first time I came through. That's a good point. Okay, another one there. That is the, what did we call it? A rook? Or a castle? That is in the nook. A rook in the nook! Coincidence? I think not. That is a hell of a rhyme. A rook in a nook! A rook in a nook! Alliteration and rhymes. We love it. Okay, we got a pawn here. A pawn in the bedroom. Sounds like we're playing a game of Clue. We've got the crowbar in the parlor and it killed Colonel Mustard. 2, 4. Then in here we've got another pawn. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with all this information, but we're gonna write it down and then we'll go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pawn in the den. 1, 4. And then nothing in the wine cellar. Nope. Okay. Then there's a pawn. Yeah, there's so many pawns. I'm so confused. A pawn in the storeroom, which is 2, 3. And then anything in here? Nope. And then anything in here? Nope. I think that's all the rooms. I think I went in every single one. So we now have a lot of information that I'm not 100% sure what to do with, but we'll find out. For anyone who missed this, did we find this last week? It might have been the week before. Make a wish. I wish that we'll figure out this chess puzzle. We actually found this weird chess puzzle down here. So we unlocked this really cool elevator with the most spectacular view. Do we have enough information or the right information? I have no idea. All I know is I came down here, I saw a chessboard, I have since seen chess pieces, I have written those things down, and voila. So here, no. Here, no. Where the hell is that chessboard? Here. Spooky big room. Chessboard. Oh, right away? No, we don't have enough information. You know why? Because I haven't seen this piece. I've seen this, I've seen this, I've seen this, I've seen this, I've seen this. Have not seen this. But, if there's only one we don't know, we might be able to brute force. We have not seen the king. I mean, maybe the king's here. But again, we'll brute force. Okay. So here's the information I have written down. I have written down that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns, and then I have their various locations. So, like, do I add them up? What do I do with the pawn? I've got 5 pawns, I've got 2 rooks, I've got 2 bishops, I've got 2 knights, I've only got 1 queen. I've only got 1 queen. And clearly that's right! Because look, it lit up. Okay, I'm onto something. Put 3 pawns in a trench coat to make a king? Okay, so this is good news, honestly. The fact that one of them lit up means we're sort of onto something with the coordinates. So I'm going to just try putting the pawn on all of the different coordinates that we found. So there was a pawn, 1, 4. Oh, it worked! It can't be that easy. What happens if I put it on another pawn spot, 2, 3? It also works. So any place that has a pawn will work? Oh, if that's the case, we can brute force this, because if I have coordinates for everything except the king. Okay, there was a rook in the nook. 2, 5. Yes. Then there was a knight in the observatory, 7, 2. Yes. And then there was a bishop in the chapel, 3, 4. Okay. Gotta love the rook in the nook. So now we just brute force the king. Brute Force the King is a great album title. You're so right. Well, I put the king on every single spot and it didn't work. I think I got ahead of myself. Did I miss one? Maybe I need to like wait for a second. No, those were immediate. The king refuses to be forced. Did it not work because there's no room in the manor with a king, so it can't be brute forced? Maybe we had to draft a room that actually had a king in it. Again, me and Mix, same brain. The game knows what notes you took. Oh, I'm moving the wrong one now, sorry. Oh no, I really thought we had it because we had every other piece. I thought we could brute force the king. I bet the king loves the fisting. I mean, what? It is Pride Month. Oh, I'm so mad. So you're telling me I drafted a room of every other freaking piece? But not the king? Oh, that makes me so upset. So what room is the king in? Okay, Bronny has another theory. Put the king in the chamber and then move the pawn up through the pawn rooms. Pawn was in 1-4. Then pawn was in 2-3 and 2-4. And then pawn was in 4-5. And then pawn was in 8-3. And then pawn was in 9-4. It's kind of fucked up there was no king in the master bedroom. Literally, what room is it in? Yeah, I thought the queen would be in there and the king would be in there. I'm so mad. We took the time to write down all of these pieces, but I didn't have king. So you can't just brute force it. I guess where you put the pieces corresponds with where you've seen the pieces in the manor. And it can be, there can be multiple answers. But you need to have at least drafted one room that has each piece in it. Yeah, at least we kind of know how to solve the puzzle now. Because before I didn't. I came down here with knowledge and a dream, and at least we've got this far and basically narrowed down what the puzzle is expecting from me. But I guess none of the rooms that I drafted today have a king, so each room must be tied to a specific piece. Well, it's easy in theory, but some of these rooms are not easy to draft, like the Ladyship's Chamber. This is the first time I've ever drafted the Ladyship's Chamber. For instance, that has very specific draft requirements. I mean, I guess the queen could be in other rooms, but like, if I don't know... Yeah, no, this is not going to be easy. Honestly, that kind of frustrates me a little bit, because it's one thing to solve a puzzle, and it's another thing to be at the mercy of RNG. And this very much feels like holy RNG. Like, how many different rooms are there? Oh, okay, I hate that. I hate that a lot, honestly. But I guess at least we know what to do. I mean, I guess going forward... I would presume the king and the queen are the two most rare pieces. So going forward, I guess we shouldn't even really bother with the chess puzzle unless we see the king and queen in rooms. We know the queen is in the Ladyship's Chamber. I don't know if it's in any other ones, but I guess what we need to do is just keep an eye out in the rare rooms for what chess pieces are in there. If we notice we've got a couple of rare ones, then we might be able to solve the puzzle. Otherwise, not worth our time to write it all down. I wonder if the king is in like some fancy room, like the fucking, I don't know, is there a throne room in this game? It wouldn't surprise me if there was, because there's a casino in here already. Exactly. We got a little bit of everything in here. And it is okay to giggle every time I say the Ladyship's Chamber. Alright, well, day 42 was a very, very productive one, honestly. It sucks that I wasn't able to get up to the antechamber. We are getting closer and closer. We're learning more and more things. We're solving more and more puzzles, and we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. And now remember, we did code check a secret garden key. So if and when we can ever get the secret garden, I've never drafted that before, then we can finally go in there. Speaking of drafting... We've drafted almost all of the rooms now. We haven't drafted these two. Rooms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We haven't drafted 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Number 19. And then obviously 46. Okay, I guess that's it for today. Call it a day. Try it again tomorrow. Because her ladyship, aka Tallara, is in presence. Yes, 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 you can call me her ladyship. Thank you. Thank you very much. Apparently today, Mount Holly was actually her ladyship's manor, because we had her ladyship's chamber, the boudoir, the walk-in closet, the observatory, the parlor, and the West Wing hall. We found 3 new rooms today, which is crazy. That's a lot of new rooms. Mark my words, I say this as someone who's watching these streams 100% blind. There's a fucking throne room in there somewhere. Honestly, room 46, Mix, might be the throne room. That might be what we're looking for here. We'll find out together, and that's the beauty of streaming Blueprints. I've really enjoyed the journey because a lot of you guys are doing this blind with me, so we're just figuring this shit out together, for better or for worse. Alright, day 43, let's go. We start every day by picking up our allowance. The search for the throne room continues. Her ladyship will have somewhere to seat her royal ass. She will. I suppose if there's a blue and red prince, then a throne room makes sense, yeah. I'm on the room 46. It's a BDSM chamber. The cannons are hooked up with some nip clips. Can you imagine? Uncle made this elaborate puzzle just for us to find out his weird kinks. This was all just a very elaborate ruse to hide his shenanigans from the staff. That is fucked up and I love it. Okay. Let's go tool shed. But yes, as Ash said, any throne room does need a tush to sit upon it. I don't want to kink shame, but attaching your nipples to cannonballs then firing cannons probably isn't good for your health. I mean, well, Bronny, unless you're a doctor, I'm not taking that advice to heart, and I will keep my cannons. Thank you very much. Jesus. Shit is getting unhinged here now, folks. Alright. Alright. Let's do this. What do we got? A nook, a parlor, a commissary. I want to go commissary. That's Dr. Cannon to you. Oh, God. Okay. Sleeping mask, sledgehammer. I think we'll probably go sledgehammer. So if we come across any locked boxes, we can break them open. If we need a doctor's opinion, we should consult Rory. True. Wonder what Rory thinks about cannonballs and nipple clamps. Sledge and shovel are your best friends? What are you trying to tell us, hybrid? Get that bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons. Oh, man. Okay. Do we want to go bedroom closet? I think we do. This is as good a spot as any for a little closet. And we did get a sleep mask, so nice. Bitches love cannons, new stream title. Can you imagine the sort of clientele I would attract with that as a stream title? Not to kink shame, but you know, might be some different type of folks stopping by. All right, cool. We're getting a dining room here. Reaping the rewards from making this a more common room earlier. Clamp thy cannons. Oh man, we are all going to hell. Imagine getting a Twitch ban for the stream title Bitches Love Cannons. And so ends my 7-year streaming career. Oh my god. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Now imagine how it goes for rings attached to the nether regions. Sexy but highly risky. Honestly, that's That's another good stream title. Sexy but highly risky. Oh man. Okay, we got another treasure trove. Look, this shit is stacking. We got 10 coins now. I thought Automod was going to step in. No, Automod agrees that bitches love cannons. Oh my god. Like I said, we are all going to hell. But hey, at least we'll all be there together, right? And you know what's in hell? Cannons. Okay. Ooh, lost and found. New room. Okay. Now, unfortunately, as we enter, we are going to lose an inventory item. But we will get 2 rare items plus new room. So let's do this. What are we gonna lose? I lost my shovel. No, not the best item I had. Okay, it's fine. It is so fine. Guys, look what we got. An upgrade disc. And what is this? The prism key. It's a pride key. Happy Pride Month, y'all. With the power of pride, you can unlock a door in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, and you will draw floor plans of that same color. Oh my god. I've never seen that before. Pride key, baby. Okay, and most importantly, we did get that upgrade disc. Lost and found. And oh, we got another one of these, my favorite. Okay. You know what? I did the other one really well. Maybe I'm getting better at this. Yes! Baby! I'm a box master. Oh no, that was phrasing. Sorry. Happy Pride, everybody. Let's pretend I didn't say that. How much new allowance did I get? I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice how much allowance I picked up because I was too busy auto-correcting myself. The more unhinged we get, the more I'm certain that Tallara 3 is just gonna happen in hell because we're going directly to hell. Do not pass go. Just go straight to hell. Oh my god. Okay. Anywho, moving on. That is fantastic. We're gonna get 2 permanent upgrades out of this because we just got an allowance upgrade and we got an upgrade disc. Whatever you do, never come back in here. It's not worth it. Okay, noted. We did our time in the lost and found. We never need to return. Speaking of losing items, we can make up for that in the walk-in closet. Oh, a cupcake! God damn, it is my lucky day. Wait, what is that? A safe deposit key? Have we ever seen a safe deposit box? Yes, there's a vault. There's a vault. Right. Oh. I thought the effect was one time only. Well, I learn the hard way sometimes. Okay, well, that's okay. I lost my lockpick kit, but I got this vault key. Or a safe deposit box key. Lost and found also made Tiff lose her sense of filter. Yeah, and at least, yeah, honestly, of all the things I could have lost, I'm okay with losing what we did. I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it. I have no regret. Okay? Now, let's keep moving. We have got a... I hate that all of these are dead ends. That's not ideal. Okay, at least these aren't dead ends. We've got workshop. I think we should go workshop, because I've got a lot of items right now. Some of them might be able to be combined. Speaking of, there's also a battery pack in here. Let's see. Sledgehammer plus battery pack. We need something else for that to make things. Nothing else. Oh, never mind. We don't have a lot of combinable items. Wonder what goes with the sledgehammer in the battery pack. Well, if we get any other items... No! Oh, no! Are you serious? We only had one way to go, and that way is locked by a frickin' security door. No! Guys, we're gonna lose our upgrade disc! Oh, I'm so sad! What the heck? No! We're gonna lose our vault key, we're gonna lose our upgrade disc, we're gonna lose our prism key. Fuck's sakes! No! I'm so upset right now. Usually it's like, oh man, the run is over, but I'm gonna take what we learned and move forward. But here I'm just like, no, this fucking sucks. Damn it! We were set up so good for success. Oh my god. Stupid freaking keycard door. Are you serious? Well, there's nothing we can do now. That's a card to a really low rank, too. I know, it's only rank 4. Me, this is the best game ever. Also me. Fuck this game. Yeah, that's pretty much how I'm feeling right now, Mandy. It really is a shame I can't take my sledgehammer to this door panel, but, So ends day 43. Womp, womp, womp. It's a quaint cottage today. Yeah, because I couldn't get anywhere in Mount Holly today. You bastards. Well, that's it. Let's keep moving. Moving and grooving. Okay, well, I take back what I said. You have to get lost and found again. So does that mean that the upgrade disc is always there in Lost and Found? Because if so, that actually makes me feel a little better. Because I was worried it was just a random drop. You hope? I hope too. Fingers crossed. Nocturnal says yes? Okay. That makes me feel better, because I had... My gut thought there was that we were losing out on that upgrade disc forever. Or at the very least, we were going to need to survive the RNG of the Lost and Found to get it again. On the bright side, at least we do start with 11 allowance now, yeah. This is the run. I can feel it in my left boob. Well, obviously, the left boob tells the future. This is the run. We're going to room 46. Heard it here first, folks. Oh my god. Mix, I think your left boob actually is magic. Look what we just drafted. Tomb. Tomb, baby! Everyone, rub Mix's left breast. We need as much luck as we can get tonight. Right boob reporting, can confirm. You rub the left boob for tomb and the right boob for rain. Oh, we are so going to hell. But the manifesting is working. Alright, here's what we're doing today. Remember what we need to go to the other side for? We gotta go to the other side to move that boat. Move that boat! Actually, I don't know if we can move the boat now. I think we need to adjust the water first. But, regardless of what order we need to do it in, the fact that we have the tomb locked and loaded, ready to go, is beneficial for us. Another thing we should do is I haven't been in here in quite some time. I haven't figured out what this is yet. Some sort of candles. Oh, you know what it is? I know exactly what it is. Do you remember we saw somewhere that said any candlesticks with a jeweled stem could be lit? So if we have the fire starter, we can come down here and light all these candles, which presumably is going to do something. Yeah, the fire candles. Another reason we need the fire starter. I feel like we need the fire starter for so many reasons. Also, unsure why I can't just transfer the fire from these open braziers right here 2 steps into this room and light these candles, but anyway. Okay, at least we know. At least we know what we gotta do. And yes. The water stays oh, interesting. That is a permanent change. When we lowered the water earlier, it stayed lowered. I assumed the reservoir would fill again, but no, it didn't. Okay, so we've got to raise the water, come get the boat, bring it to the other side, lower the water, get in the boat, go out there. That's very interesting. Okay. Interesting indeed. However, can we get down here? No, we need to drain the well to get down there. Okay. So many steps, I know. Okay, so we can't use anything in the tomb right now by itself, but the fact that we have it here unlocked, ready to go, hopefully bodes well for the rest of the run. I just saw TS's comment. Those are static braziers by Grunkle's decree. Okay. Well, it's a good start. We figured some things out. We need to get the flamethrower. We need to get the pump room. There's so many things we just need. And we are all up to the mercy of RNGesus. Let's see what sort of miracles he has in store for us today. Too many things to rely on RNG, I know. That's what I keep thinking. Alright, let's get started. Over here, we start with the hallway. Moving into the storeroom. Come on, RNGesus, bless us. Moving into the commissary. We got a lot of money. In the commissary, we've got a shovel. We've got... What do we buy with our shovel? Do we buy a metal detector? Do we buy a sleeping mask or do we buy a salt shaker? Mixes metal detector? Oh, was the metal detector one of the things we needed for the flamethrower? Oh, see, earlier I couldn't remember what it was that I combined to get the flamethrower. So I'm glad you guys are here to remind me. Metal detector is step 1 to the flamethrower. Okay. Plus, it gives us a greater chance to find keys and coins, which is good. Okay, thank you. Metal detector it is. From here, I think I'm gonna do an early game utility closet. So we can turn off some of this crap. It was metal detector and magnifying glass. Thank you, Mix. You have such a good memory. Way better than mine. Okay, so now we just need to find a magnifying glass, and then we just need to find a workshop. RNGesus, we're counting on you. Should we go security or den? Probably security, so we can turn off keycard doors so we don't get bricked like we did last time. Keycard system settings, set security level low. Offline mode, unlocked. Heck yeah. Get those Get those key cards out of my face. Won't be pulling that bullshit this time around. So we don't get what? What did I say? So we don't... Oh, so we don't get bricked. Oh my Jesus. Someone needs to pre-approve everything that comes out of my mouth. Jesus Christ. Alright. Okay, moving on. Here comes the bedroom. Then we go to the... Ooh, we could go bedroom closet and actually use our ability. Now, the issue is, as per usual, you need to weigh out the pros and cons. If we do bedroom closet, we will get 2 extra items, but it's a dead end. We can still go through the dining room, though. Bricked, not bricked up. The ladder doesn't come into play until we find her ladyship's chambers. Jesus Christ. Do we gamble for it? I think we gamble. At this point, like... No, but maybe we shouldn't. We actually have the tomb this time. Do we even care about the extra items? I know, this is so tough. This is so, so tough. Probably just gonna be coins. Gunther says more items might mean a magnifying glass, though. I'm going for it. I'm going bedroom closet. I might live to regret it. Okay, what do we got? We got a sledge, 2 keys, and a dice. Honestly, that's not bad because it's not just a regular key, it's a silver key. And with the dice, we can re-roll. So if by some stroke of poor luck, this is a terrible room, we can re-roll. That actually wasn't bad. I think I made the right choice there. And we got Den, which is actually really good. Okay. I think we're all right. And we can now put our new sledgehammer to work. Boom. Nice. All right. It's Key City up in here. 6 keys. Beautiful. I'll take that. Absolutely. All right. From here, we're going to go Nook. And then from here, we're going to go Courtyard. Woohoo. Okay, I'm liking how this is playing out so far. So far, so good. I don't have a shovel. No, I do have a shovel. Turnip. Let's go. Oh, hello, Courtyard, our old bestie from last week. Yeah, remember last week when all we could draft was Courtyards? Ooh. Do we coat check? Do we coat check and hope we get a secret garden key? Or... We will get a secret garden key, but hope we get a secret garden. I mean, we've got 2 other ways we can go. Through the courtyard and through the den. So I say yes. I'm not even going to take the secret garden key out. I'm just going to hold. It's there. If we get a secret garden, great. If we don't, fine. All right. Oh, nice. West Wing Hall. Yeah, okay, this is good. This is good. All right. Before I go that way, I'm gonna go this way. Have you been in Secret Garden before? I have never been in Secret Garden, so I would love to draft that today. Seeing as we have the key here. Speaking of keys, what is my metal detector detecting here? No, seriously, what are you? It's like a little... Huh. Must be picking up something in the other room. Oh, if I don't have the key, then I won't even draft it. So you're saying I should go take the key out of coat check? I also should probably re-roll here. Because otherwise the only way we can go... Do I waste my dice here? Because we're not... It's not technically a dead end. I feel like no. Because we might... If I go get this secret garden key out of coat check, we draft parlor, I come back, then I might have 2 chances of drafting secret garden down in the corner. But if I do that, then my only way forward is up through West Wing Hall. What you need is open options. I'd use the reroll. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Okay, I hate the chapel, but we'll take it. We will take it. Okay, so... Oh, and also, good eye. Gunther. Can't believe you saw that key there. Thank you. So let's go take the secret garden key out of coat check and see if that affects our odds of drafting secret garden. Would you like to know how the key works? Is it not as simple as having it in your inventory increases your draft's chance? Conservatory. Ooh, we want that. It's simple, but not in that way. You need a locked door to use the key. Right, I know that. Okay, what do we got here? We can adjust some rarities. Ooh, I have never been in the trophy room before. Flora and floor plans are seen so seldom and represented in so few numbers that they are considered by many to be endangered. Without serious conservation efforts, many of these rare specimens may never be seen. So we can decrease the rarity of the trophy room. Now, unfortunately, the trophy room has a high cost. It costs 5 gems to even get in there. But if it's so rare that it never spawns, maybe we should just drop it to unusual? Locksmith, I feel like I never use, ever. Like, the locksmith has never helped me, ever. And is a dead end. If anything, I want to make the locksmith rare so we don't even see it. Because I feel like when it's an option, I never want it. And then library, I like library. We should at least drop library to standard, if not commonplace, because library is cool.
46?
We have not gotten to 46 yet. We're working on it. 5 gems and not 5 guys? I know. If there was burgers in there, I might change my mind. Okay, I'm gonna drop library to standard. I'm gonna drop... Everyone says hi, Alana. She says hi. Oh, I'm gonna drop... Oh, trophy room's already unusual. Well, that's good. And then locksmith. Yeah, I don't want the locksmith. That can be rare. Library standard, trophy room unusual, locksmith rare. Yeah, I'm good. Basically, you need to use the key on a locked room, but it will only fit if the locked room is in the right spot. So it's always worth it to try to use a special key on locked doors. Oh, so what you're saying is the room won't even Oh, I didn't know that was how that worked. So what you're saying is the room won't even spawn unless I try the key in the door first. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's good to know, because otherwise I don't know if I ever would have drafted the secret garden. So we gotta make sure whatever happens today, if like I'm running out of steps or whatever, I need to get the secret garden key back to coat check unless I'm able to get in the secret garden. I understand what you guys are saying. Okay. See, I would really like the greenhouse here. Because greenhouse A gives us the option that if we find the broken lever, we can use it. And B, it also ups the likelihood of us drafting green rooms, which includes the secret garden. But greenhouse is dead end. As per usual, pros and cons, right? I think I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. No, but see, I probably need gems. No, I probably don't need gems for secret garden, do I? It would be brutal if secret garden required secret garden key and gems. Now, the thing is, though, is a lot of green rooms do require gems. So I don't want to pigeonhole myself because I only have one gem. If I use it in greenhouse, and then over here's a green room that requires gems. No, I can't do it. As much as I want to. I'm gonna go parlor. And we're gonna hope we can solve this logic puzzle. Everyone agrees with me? Okay, good. Ooh. Cotter keys. Alright. The statement on the white box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. The gems are in the white box. So if this is false and these two are true, then the gems are in here, and that would work out. Because if this is true, this is true, then I guess the gems could be in here too. Yeah. No, if this is... the statement on a white box is true. Yeah, so this has to be true for this to be true. Which means... yeah, I think the gems are in here. Whew! It's always that moment of anxiety while the box is opening and you're like... did we get it? Did we get it? Now, we've got another decision facing us. What else is new, right? Although, I guess it's not really a decision. No matter which of the ones I pick here, it's a dead end. So we may as well get workshop. In the hopes that eventually we can build that flamethrower. There's the broken lever if we can draft the greenhouse again. We just need the magnifying glass. Alright. Now the only way we can go is up through West Wing Hall, which is going to burn a lot of steps to get there, so we might need to keep an eye on our steps soon too. Yeah, broken lever would be fantastic. Because we can actually get up into the antechamber today. It's all gonna come down to what RNGesus is gonna give me here in this room draft. Let's see. Oh, wait. Secret garden key? Oh, no way. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Guys, we made it! Secret garden! This is the first time we've ever gotten the secret garden. Okay, so it spreads fruit throughout the house. Sure, don't care about that. Happy it's a new room. A floor plan so secretive it had been removed from the drafting pool to avoid anyone unwanted accidentally stumbling upon it. This secluded garden, flanked by a variety of Morajai fruit trees, has served as a private retreat to at least 2 other generations of Sinclairs. And you know what the best part about this is? There's a lever to the antechamber in the secret garden. Which means we might be able to get to room 46 today. Okay. Got an empty bird bath, don't care. What is this? A spooky moon. That looks suspicious. What is this? Oh. Okay, I guess we have to line up the arrows? What way do I want to line them up, though? Probably towards that moon. Well, there's only one that doesn't move, I guess. The bottom one? Yeah. So we gotta line them all up towards the moon. Okay. This one? I'm so excited we finally got the secret garden. Thank you guys for the hint. Honestly, it was one of those things I said earlier. I feel usually 2 ways about puzzles. When I solve it, I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes so much sense, and I feel good about it. Or I'm just like, oh, I would never have figured that out. And I feel like the secret garden thing is one of the things I never would have figured out. There it is. Okay, beautiful. So, the rumors were true. There was a lever in the secret garden that opens the door on the right-hand side. Now, we know how to open the door to room 46, the north door. We just have to get to the foundation. So we need to get to the foundation next, open, or pull the lever, and then we need to get to the right side of the antechamber here. So we're not smooth sailing just yet, but I like our chances. Now, that looks like a secret door if I've ever seen one. How do I open that? All with 22 steps left. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that right now. I don't want to talk about that right now. Maybe we'll find... I mean, the secret garden does give us lots of fruit, apparently. So if we can find lots of snacks, then we'll be okay, right? I need to make sure there's nothing else here that we missed. I wish I could grab some fruit from these trees. See if maybe if I point both arrows at this very obvious door, it'll open. I guess not unless I can move the top one too. Is there anything else here? There was the lever. Or actually maybe... No, that's a secret door. I was gonna say maybe that's not a secret door, it's just bad bricking, but... No, that's a secret door. Security is off and we have 10 keys. Get some stuffs and good drafting and we've got it. I like the optimism, guys. Thank you for being positive here. My left boob told me this is the run, and so far that's been true. You're right, and who am I to doubt such magic? Okay. Alright. We can do this. I believe too. This is the run. I said, I was telling Alana earlier, tonight was the night that we're gonna get to room 46. Ooh, kitchen! Okay, now, issue, as per usual. If we draft kitchen, we're stuck. But it sells food. But I don't have any money. So actually, that might make my decision easy. Because we draft the kitchen, but I can't buy anything because I'm broke. So instead, we don't do weight room. We can't do weight room. We do pantry. We get money, we get a snack. We're not pigeonholed. Okay, we got a banana. We got muns. Special key. Now, hang on. What does my silver key do? I need to look at this again. Unlocking a door with the silver key will lead to a room with many doors. Do I want to use that here? Let's see. I'm going to waste a step if I go that way, though. I feel like I should hold on to that. Yeah. I'm going to waste a step and open this door first. And then from here... we do... Silver key is great for the room next to the antechamber if you can keep it that long. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking we do study, because study then unlocks the ability while drafting to spend gems to redraw floor plans. So then that gives us a backup plan. Because observatory is just going to lead us to the same room that pantry does, which isn't going to help us. Plus, study will have a gem in here because we've opened the safe. Ooh, and it has an apple. Okay, yeah, this was the right choice. I love when I feel validated in my choices. Okay. Nothing else in here. Wait, oh wait, that's a queen, isn't it? That's a queen. I should write down that there is also a queen in the study. Because remember, we still need to remember which rooms for the chess puzzle. Yeah. Okay. Alright, now, fingers crossed we get a good draft from pantry. Let's go. I guess we'll go library? Or if we go boudoir, we get 2 gems, though. Because I have the safe open in the boudoir as well. Because I feel like at this point... it doesn't really matter about the less common rooms. All that matters to me right now, my primary objective in this run, is just getting up to the antechamber. We'll get to the foundation no matter what, pull the lever. So I don't even really care about the less common floor plans. I just need floor plans. Oh, actually, I mean... dark room is not bad because it doesn't matter. I'm not going to draft anything from dark room because the only door I can use from it will already be open. But if that's the case, dark room doesn't give me anything, so I may as well go boudoir and get gems, I think. Because all I need to do is get to the foundation, and then from there we've got 2 ways we can go. So I think if I go boudoir... take our gems. Then we go down through the foundation. Now the worst part is this is gonna burn a lot of steps, but hopefully if I come back up and do some digging in those spots, I can find some turnips. I just want to get to room 46 now. I've got my blinders on to all other objectives. I just want to get to room 46. We've got a good safety net of rerolls. Yeah, I think so with our current gem supply. Now, I have to remember how to get this in place. I need to go there. No, not... yes? No. Doesn't matter down here. Is this whole room just one room, so like I don't burn steps just wandering around here? That's what I was worried about. But now that I'm thinking, I think I can screw around with this cogwheel for as much as I want. I don't think it matters. Thought that was a dig spot there for some reason. Yeah, I think this is all one room if I remember correctly from last week. The next room starts at the gate in the tunnel. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought too. Now, where do I want to go from here? No, that's the one that raises and lowers it. Have you been in the red door? Yes, we did that last week. Can't remember how I do this now, but as long as we don't burn steps, then I guess it doesn't matter how long this takes me. Oh, that's what we need to do. Right. I remember. It does involve going this way. There we go. Yeah, so all that walking, I just lost a step when I hit the underpass. And then I'm probably gonna lose another step when I go through here. No? Maybe in the room up here. Yeah, okay. So it's gonna take us 3-4 steps to get back up. Oh, come on. This is the first time I've ever had the antechamber door and the room 46 door open at the same time. Please, 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 I want to get up there. This is the first time I've ever had this opportunity. I know, the music here is so good. I just hope it's setting me up for success. Come on, room 46, come on, let me in! The steps are stressing me the fuck out. Me too. I'm literally just watching them as I walk around. Alright, let's do some digging up top. Maybe we'll find some turnips in the dirt. That would be best case scenario. Come on, I want to get to room 46! Okay. Coins. Old shoe. I mean, that seems like a snack to me. I don't know about you, Simon, but I'll be munching down on that old shoe. Key. Okay, honestly, not bad. Okay, what do we got? Laboratory, gymnasium, bunk room. Can someone confirm if I go in the bunk room I get steps? Can we eat dirt for steps? I would. If I could. I'd eat that old shoe for steps if I could. A healthy serving of pebbles and old shoes? Exactly. If you get the north lever first, then the music gets more intense when you pull another antechamber lever. Oh, really? Do I have the sleep mask? I don't. So I guess it doesn't count. It doesn't give me steps. No. Eating an old shoe. How tasty is that leather? Just get a little ketchup to dip it in, you know? It's like an overcooked steak. Okay, so if the bunk room doesn't give me steps, maybe I should redraw. Does it just cost me 1 gem to redraw? Fuck, seriously? Still nothing? Redraw. I think we bypassed sleeping mask for metal detector at the commissary, and I think you're totally right. And I'd love to go back there and buy it now, but look how far away it is. Nursery will help. That's true. At least we can get the synergy set up. Whenever you draft a bedroom game 5 steps. Okay. Oh, and that automatically gives me 5 steps. Okay, I thought it would be at every bedroom after, but no, this gave me 5 steps right away. And wow, I found another deposit box key. Same one, I think, 304. All right, honestly, thank God I did this study, because being able to spend gems to redraw floor plans has already been a lifesaver. All right, from here, I gotta redraw. These two are dead ends. Gymnasium sucks. No, wait, did I turn off the power in the gymnasium? Gymnasium is off! Yes, I did! I did. Okay, so we can do gymnasium. Save a gem, not lose any steps. Have some rooms. Okay. From here, we go... I say we go dark room, because then it doesn't really matter what we draw in the bottom corner. Yeah, let's go dark room. Oh, it's a security door. Which we normally wouldn't be able to open, but we can in this instance. Which gives us the library. Which is a dead end, so we lost steps for nothing. Okay, fuck me. Let's keep going. Thank God we disabled the security doors. I guess we go pump room. I'm so stressed out about my steps. I feel like here's a good place to redraw so we can try to get a room that goes north and a room that goes west. Because, yeah, basically the 3 gems we just picked up are 3 rerolls. So here we go. We can get the conference room, which will give us 2 opportunities. Okay. Because the way we ultimately need to go is west. So, like, if they offer me a bedroom here, I'll take it. Master bedroom. Plus 1 step for each room in your house. No, wait, or do we go East Wing Hall? No, I think we gotta go master bedroom. At this point, we need steps desperately, and even if I spend 2 gems to draft master bedroom, we still have 3 gems left over for rerolls. I think we gotta go master bedroom. Okay. The cannons are here. Plus 33, plus 5. We just got 38 steps for walking in the master bedroom. Okay. Steps are no longer an issue. The nips are ready. The cannons are here. Also, triple check that there's no king chess pieces here. Okay. Oh man, okay. I don't want to get too excited. We still have a long way to frickin' go. But I feel a lot better. We got steps. We're not gonna lose for lack of steps. All right. Ah. Nice. From here, spare room. 1 step closer. Kennel? Aquarium. Aquarium gives us 2 shots. And it's only 1 gem, so it's the same as redrawing, but it gives us 2 opportunities. Aquarium. Ooh, and we got a dig spot. Plus, it gave us plus 5 steps, which I know at this point isn't really a concern, but steps are steps. All right. Key. From here. Drawing room. Oh my god, we're so close. We're so close. I'm like, no, I can't get too excited. I can't. The second I get too excited, everything's gonna fall to pieces. I'm not excited. I am totally cool, neutral, natural, totally fine, so zen. Could teach a meditation right now. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. Okay. Passageway. 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 Do we go passageway? But if I go passageway, I have to spend 2 gems. But then we still have 1 gem for redrawing. Plus, I have my key. Plus, we can still go through the aquarium and go that way. Passageway. Oh my god. I'm getting really sweaty. I'm so glad Digitiff is hosting the stream tonight and you guys can't see my actual face. Here we go. Special key, silver key. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, we're gonna do it. 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 Oh my god, I'm so excited. We're there. We're there. I need to double check. That is the door we have unlocked, right? If I go Dovecote, that goes to the side of the antechamber that we have open. Then I go north, and we're in. We're in. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Guys. This is it. Is there a loony redemption to have Alana turn off the power? Can you imagine? Power outage. After 7 streams, 25 hours, 44 in-game days. A lot of excitement, a lot of frustration, a lot of fun, a lot of fucking rooms drafted. We have made it to room 46. Grunkle, you wouldn't believe what we've been through to get here. This is it, folks. What we have worked for all of these days. In-game days, real-life days. And you know what the best part is? Mixfer told this. She rubbed her left breast and spoke this into existence. I need us all to... One big round of applause for the real... true hero of this run. Mix's left breast. Hang on. Before we go through room 46, what are we thinks back there? I think I've got 2 guesses, which I know breaks the rules a little bit. I've got 2 guesses for what's behind room 46. Guess number 1, it's Grunkle, ready to point and laugh at me. He wasn't dead. He's been waiting in room 46. Number 2, my second guess, it's the chair. It's the throne that was foretold by that fortune teller. There's either a throne room back there or Grunkle's back. It could be both. It could be a throne room and Grunkle's sitting on it, laughing his goddamn ass off at how much blood, sweat, and tears we've exerted in this run. You think it's Grunkle's Iron Throne? Yes, we are out here using titties as tarot cards, Beast. All right, everybody. Are you ready? This is it. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. We have made it to room 46 in our uncle's 45-room mansion. Here we go. Here we go.
There was once a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue.
If Mom's mummified corpse is behind room 46, I'm uninstalling.
He didn't see the birds, or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade, he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. But one day the prince saw something new. If you look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. The color blue.
So Mom's not locked in room 46? What? Huh? What? All that? For what? No. I get a chance to explore room 46, right? Cause what was that about? I was really scared we were gonna open the door and Mom was just gonna be dead in there. It's not over? Okay. So... Game complete. Time to uninstall. Here are the credits. Yay, beat the game! On to the next! I appreciate the credits because this was a fantastic game and we obviously need to honor the brilliant minds that made it. But I'm so sorry. I really don't care about you guys right now. Can I get back to the game? What was in room 46? It was a blue crown for a blue prince? Have I just become nobility? Was Mom in that chair mummified and I couldn't see her? Was this a Norman Bates situation? Basically, these credits are like, congratulations, you completed the tutorial. It just installed the sequel, Red Prince. You're not a blue prince yet, Harry. What do you mean I'll have to find out tomorrow? Can I actually not go back in there right now? Because I'm about to flip a table. Sounds like they debated your ass. No, there's no way I did all that work. I wish I could move Digitiff's tiny arms to make her dab, but just no. No, what? No way! We did all that just for a cutscene that gave me nothing. There's no way. That's it? I have to go back there again. The next day. Okay, hang on. No, wait, things are different. Things are different. What the hell is that? Oh, hang on. I take back all my grumbling. What is this? Open only in the event of inheritance. Also, I just realized we're in an ad break right now, so you know what? Let's just wait a second for everyone to get back from ads. Because I don't want anyone to miss a second of this. So I guess I completed the conditions for receiving my inheritance. I reached the 46th room, which means the manor is now officially mine. Does that change how things are going to work around here? I was so engrossed I forgot to click snooze. No, it's okay. I was too. Didn't even notice it was coming. So ads will be over in 45 seconds. We'll just wait here for a second. First of all, okay, before I get too grumbly and groany, can we just celebrate for a second? We did it. We made it to the 46th room. That was obviously our objective from the very start. Objective complete. It has become quite clear, quite fast, that that is not the end of this game, but I think we would be remiss if we didn't celebrate what we did accomplish. So you know what? Round of applause. We did it, everybody. We made it to room 46. Let's go. We did it. Oh my god, DNA. Those little emotes are adorable. Thank you, Hybrid. I'm happy. I think we need to take a minute before we get frustrated, before we move on with what's happening, to actually celebrate what we did achieve here, because that wasn't easy. That I would be lying if I said that was easy. That wasn't easy, and we did it. So shout out to us, and I mean it. Not just me. Shout out to all of us, because I feel like we worked together to solve a lot of these mysteries. I know some of you guys are blueprints professionals, experts, pros, but I know there were also a lot of people in here who were completely blind to this game, just like me, and we worked through all of this together. So no matter what your experience level was, I'm just really glad we got to do this all together. So we need another round of applause for that. We did this together, folks, which makes it even more fun. All right, so shout out to that. So much blood, sweat, and tears. We did it. We did exactly what Grunkle asked of us. We found the 46th room in the 45-room mansion, and now let's see what this has for us. Open only in the event of inheritance. I also like how there's new jazzy music playing in the background. It's like we earned this. All right. Dear Baron, welcome to Mount Holly, your home. I still remember the first time I was addressed by my title. I was quite a bit older than you, but it still felt strange, especially after a lifetime of hearing my father addressed daily by that same title. But life is a journey of growth. Growing up, growing older, growing wiser, and in our case, growing into the Baron of Reddington. The Baron doesn't have to be a daunting figure. He could be quiet and unassuming, or loud, brash, and boisterous. He could be deceptive or trustworthy, humble or boastful, or any measure of other things, but always clever. When I inherited Mount Holly, I never had to prove myself. They just gave me the keys and left it at that. It felt too easy, too trivial, and very undeserved. Experience comes with time, but without validation, I spent the better part of my youth questioning myself. And as I grew older, that lack of conviction and aimlessness amplified. I never really had any goals or objectives to strive toward. I never had any dreams to realize. I never set my sights on something beyond the horizon. I never had a room 46 to reach. And now that you have reached your goal and are basking in your well-deserved glory, shiny trophy in hand and showered with accolades and titles, will you be content to stop there? Or will you look to the horizon and wonder what dreams lie ahead? That's actually really cool. That's really cool. So basically, he said that could be the end of the game. If you wanted right there. You did what you set out to do. You accomplished your goal. You made it to room 46. Or do you want more? Do you want to keep going? That's pretty cool. You know what? Watching your genuine joy and anxiety is one of the reasons I enjoy watching people play the same game over and over. When you win, everyone in chat wins too. Cheers. Oh, Gunther. That's a great way to put it. Thank you. Nocturnal says, the game rewards obsession with content. That was a good ending for a casual audience. For the rest of us, there is more. Oh yeah, I'm still stupid blind to 85% of this game, says Mix, and I have no clue what most of the lore is. But this is so deeply interesting that I'm persisting despite not knowing anything. Here we go, time for some more red string. 87 streams, 50 corkboards, and 20 kilometers of red string later. Alright, so first though, we gotta take our trophy. And that actually unlocks an achievement, Inheritance Trophy, reach room 46. So we haven't actually unlocked the trophy room yet. But at some point, I guess there is a trophy room within which we can see our trophies. So I don't want to spoil myself, but I would like to know, and perhaps some of the Blueprints veterans in the chat can help me with this. If I get back to room 46, will they actually let me explore it this time? Because I want to know if it's worth prioritizing going back there. Yes, they will. Okay. That's good to know. Because I am insanely freaking curious about what's in room 46. So what you're telling me is we made it to room 46, but we actually got to make it back there again. Fantastic. So getting there once wasn't enough. We have to get there again. At least we know how to do it. We know exactly how to do it. There is some RNG in play, of course, but we know how to do it, and I definitely want to get back there. All right, Mix, get that boob ready. Because we only got the briefest of sneak peeks into the room. There was a desk, there were some blueprints, and obviously the thing that we saw was that big blue crown. Still no whereabouts about Mom or Uncle. I'm pretty sure one of them is still alive. So get back to room 46, that's something we need to do. What I want to do right now is I'm trying to make a list of things we have not yet done and we still need to do. Because it was very clear before what our goal was, get to room 46. But now, the goals vary. I mean, number one on our list is I'm writing this down in my notebook, get back to room 46. Second is the chess puzzle. So we have drafted rooms that have all of the chess pieces in them except the king. We know where the pawn spawns. It spawns in a million rooms. We know where the knight spawns. We know where the bishop spawns. We've even got 2 rooms figured out where the queen spawns. We have not figured out where the king spawns. So the chess puzzle is still something to do. Number 3 is the candle room. That's not the right word for it. It has an actual name. But the room down underneath the foundation with all the candles in it. We need to light the candles down there. So I'll just write number 3, candle room. Number 4, speaking of down there, we got to get the boat. So boat, and that will require moving the boat to the other side and adjusting the water level. So number 4 is boat. Number 5, we need to find the 2 remaining red letters. So there are still 2 safes that we haven't found yet. So 2, holy crap, this list is getting long. 2 red letters. What else? What else? Oh yeah, the passageway down underneath with all the crates. We still haven't figured that out. What else haven't we figured out? Just gonna flip through my notes here and see what else I have written down. Oh, we haven't powered up in the machine in the laboratory yet to be able to pull the levers. So I'll just laboratory power. Okay. What else don't we have? Machine in the lab. Yeah, we're missing letters number 3 and number 5. We did that. We did that. We did that. Oh yeah, we need to drain the fountain as well, which requires us to get power to the pump room. Drain the fountain. Okay. People really do uninstall here. It's a satisfying way of catering to all audiences. Oh, absolutely. And I mean, that's what the letter that you get there in the foyer in the entrance hall alludes to. The fact that that could be the ending, or there could be more. And I'll be the first to admit, my curiosity is not yet satisfied. At the very least, I need to get back to room 46 again so we can see what's in there. I feel like that's bare minimum for me. All these other things, obviously, I want to do. But the bare minimum is I have to get back to room 46 one more time so we can get some answers. Yeah. What the other passage with the beams? What I'm not sure what passage you're referring to, Bronny. Oh yeah, no, you're right. We did make a note in here that apparently the 8th letter is missing. We can only recover 7 letters. So, either way, I've still got another letter to find. The other one. The passage with the beams? I have no idea what you're talking about, Bronny. I know what one you're talking about with the crates. Let me go see. Down here? It's so quiet now that the music stopped. This one? Yeah, I guess with whatever this is. Yeah, there's that. I mean, there's a couple doors out here that we haven't opened. There's that. There's that. And there's also another door over here that we haven't opened either. This one. So there's actually 3 outside doors that we haven't opened. So I'll add that to the list too. Laboratory power. Red letters. Outside doors. Okay, so my list has 8 entries. These are the 8 things I've identified that I still want to do. Number 1, get back to room 46. Number 2, chess puzzle. Number 3, candle room. Number 4, boat. Number 5, red letters. Number 6, laboratory power. Number 7, drain the fountain. Number 8, outside doors. Ooh, I forgot about that one, Gunther. That's another one. Number 9, ladyship's diary key. Oh, God. The list is getting longer and longer. Okay, ladyship's diary key. Number 9. Oh, we should make a wish, shouldn't we? Love that. We still need to find a trophy room, too. I mean, that could be room 46, or it could be another room entirely. Speaking of rooms, we still haven't drafted them all. We haven't drafted rooms 7 and 8 or 19. We got to our goal, but somehow the to-do list keeps getting longer. Yeah, seriously. Also, I love how room 46... I got there, but it's still grayed out. I guess I gotta get back there if I want more information. But yeah, we still have 3 rooms we haven't drawn yet, either. So one of those could be the trophy room. There's also still 1 green room we haven't drawn, 2 shops, and then a bunch of these additions we haven't gotten to yet either. I haven't gotten the casino yet. So yeah, still more rooms to find as well. So here's what I'm thinking. As much as I want to just jump right in and begin the journey all over again to get back to room 46, I feel like it makes the most sense for tonight for us to end here so we can feel like we really achieved something. I don't want to go through now a bunch of RNG and get frustrated and, you know, end on sort of a sour note. I feel like I want to retire after winning the Super Bowl.
I burnt my Hawaiian pizza the other day. I should have cooked it on aloha temperature.
That is so dumb, Idaho, and I love it. That cuts the tension with a knife here. Thank you for the 100 biddies. That was really well timed, getting 46 at a decent stream length. I know. This is like the time I normally like to finish stream. And we just got to room 46. Imagine you get to the antechamber again and the door gives you the usual 3 options to draft and you just draft something that isn't room 46. Who knows, right? But yeah, I think it makes the most sense for us to end here because in a way, we beat the game tonight, right? And I think that's an accomplishment worth celebrating. So I want to make sure we end on a high note. We can say now, we beat Blue Prince tonight. We beat everyone who was here tonight. You were here. You saw me. We beat it. We got to room 46. It was the best feeling ever. Full stop. But is Blueprints over for us? No, it's not. I'm going to keep streaming Blueprints because I got to knock off a few of these items on my to-do list. As I said, at the very least, the bare minimum, I want to get back to room 46 because I want to see what's in there. So that's going to be bare minimum for us. We'll be back again. For anyone new around here, we do stream Blueprints every Monday. So we'll be back again next Monday night with more Blueprints, and we will pick up right here in the post game and the epilogue in the part 2 of the saga. And my main objective is going to be to get back to room 46. I've got 8 other items on my list that in an ideal world I would like to do, and maybe we will do them depending on how much success we have moving forward. But I think we will save the post game journeys for another time. So for tonight, we did it, guys. We fucking did it. We beat Blueprints.
If pizza could talk, what would it say? Probably lots of cheesy things.
Idaho, you are full of pizza jokes tonight. I freaking love it. You know what I want? Celebratory pizza. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Putting that in the celebratory pizza fund. Yeah, I did all that. I know I only got 2 achievements, so I don't know what the other achievements in the game. I mean, the other achievements probably have something to do with this never-ending list that I have. But yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. For anyone who would like to see more of the Blueprints journey, for anyone who would like to delve deeper into what is in room 46 and or see me knock off some of these other mysteries, then I hope I will see you guys right back here again next Monday. If not, if you were just here for the initial ride, thank you guys so much for being here. I literally had an absolute freaking blast. I am so glad we did this tonight. We got to room 46. We got that achievement. We officially beat Blueprints. And as I was saying before, it was so much fun because I got to do it with you guys. So thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. For everyone new who stopped in, it was so good to see you. If you don't know me, obviously, my name is Tallara. Head on over to the YouTube channel. If you want to see any of our prior journeys through Blueprints, I do upload all of my VODs over to the YouTube channel so you can see us when we were just starting out all the way up to tonight. I also do some Let's Play content over there. Right now we're currently playing Suikoden 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles X. Obviously 2 games that are very different from Blueprints, but if you're itching for some JRPG content, you can head over there and check that out. The moral of tonight's stream is bitches love cannons. Right, that was the title for tonight's stream, right? Hang on, we gotta let everyone know. There it is. Otherwise, that is it for me, everybody. Seriously, thank you so much for being here. It is an honor to spend time with you. I'm truly grateful that you choose this stream to hang out in. There are a million streams on Twitch right now. You chose this one, and I mean, I think you made a good decision. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for supporting me throughout Blueprints. We made it to room 46, ladies and gentlemen. We did that. And next week, we keep going. But for now, we celebrate. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. It might be Tuesday, wherever you are. Enjoy your Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care of yourselves. We're gonna sleep with one eye open tonight because Grunkle might still be in the walls. That is right. Thanks again, everybody. I'll see you guys again real soon.